Invader, this is for the invader. Invader, send home the invader. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. Give them all praises. Give them all praises. Where the fuck am I going? Who the hell could I be? All this time I've been lost. Vessel trapped in the sea. Chains holding my legs. I just want to be free. Fist picking my throat. Hell yeah, they know it. Heritage keep going. You can see it in my phenotypes and that damn Indian showing. This knowledge keeping me steady. 45 on my hip and my armor man stay ready. I hit the streets in my Chevy. Blunt burning, smoking heavy. Man, here you go, I got plenty. Prayers up for what's in it. In the land I lost many. Cause every nigga ain't friendly. And every man ain't milling. No D-bows but Stanley. No heroes for my family. Why the pigs killing us daily. Invader, this is for the invader. Invader, send home the invader. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. Give them all praises. Give them all praises. Invader, this is for the invader. Invader, send home the invader. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. Give them all praises. Give them all praises. Where the fuck do you come from? Kidnapping our babies. 11 million abortions. Whole country is scorching. Natives stealing my portion. Bitch, give me my land back. We ain't signed no contracts. Why you wasting all of our trust funds? We don't know who your dad is, but we know who your kin for. Take the food off of my plate. Eat that shit with my folk. You invader. Motherfucking invader. Invader. This is for the invader. Invader, send home the invader. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. Give them all praises. Give them all praises. Invader, this is for the invader. Invader, send home the invader. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. Give them all praises. Give them all praises. Hey ya, 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 hey ya. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. Give them all praises. Give them all praises. Invader, this is for the invader. Invader, send home the invader. Invader, this is for the invader. Invader, send home the invader. Invader, this is for the invader. Invader, send home the invader. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. Give them all praises. Give them all praises.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. It's your brother, Big Aboriginal Power, man. Peace and bliss. Hope everybody having a beautiful grand rising. This is the Wake and Bake Show. Y'all let me know what y'all smoking on and what y'all waking up, where y'all waking up to, what state y'all in. Shout out to all the Virgin Aborigines, North, East, South, Central, and Jordan Islands. It's 2022, man. Hope y'all ready for this. Buckle up. Shout out to y'all. Drop a fire in the chat.
Stack that bitch up, Mike.
Yeah, truth can't be told, it gotta be realized. The truth can't be told, it gotta be realized. Freedom ain't free, it ain't legalized. Can't be told, it gotta be realized. Freedom ain't free, it ain't realized. Freedom ain't free, it ain't realized. Freedom ain't, it ain't legalized. Realized.
Shout y'all out here in a second.
Freedom ain't free,
Come on in the building, y'all. Come on in. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button.
Realize. Yeah, slavery was a long time ago. How? Same motherfuckers still here right now. Colonized on our land, they ahead of us. Changed our name so much, they scared of us. Children of the sun, y'all don't compare to us. Pale-faced people, this ain't y'all area. Talking about America, pale-faced people, this ain't y'all area. Even up the playing field, bitch, I'm darn. How you a victim, bitch, you a Karen. Cognitive dissonance, you don't need sperm. You got white privilege, so you don't need sperm. Looking at my homeland, man, I can't believe her. Colonized came here, they ain't never leave her. Indians ain't die off cause we here. You ain't got a lot, just say you won't be here. How you American but not indigenous? 400 years still ain't get rid of us. All Europeans, naturalized citizens, made all the Indians niggas on the census. 1492, we was on the fences. Civil rights movement, we was so defensive. Black Wall Street, whites got so offended. Common law rights, gave us amendments. Thank God don't speak truth, that's alright. First slave 1619 was all white. 1200 wasn't no continent, all white. Europe named after a black woman, alright. Grafted, it come from us, do your research. Go within, quit listening to the teacher. And the Nuki got voice coming out the speaker. Cut off trees down and made us weaker. Really they foreign or the shit gets steeper. Whites don't know where whites come from either. I'm Aboriginal, we come from the ether. Ruling over us in our land, that's evil. Being colonized right now, black people. Prisoner of the war, that's why it ain't equal. Wake up everybody, don't be no sheeple. Freedom ain't free, really freedom is illegal. And we can't get mad at this. Whites act like we can't see their advantages. Privilege is real, they working in management. Low down dirty, but they calling us savage. They want you to think they above us. All white people are part-time judges. I ain't no racist, but I ain't no sucker. I ain't no African, but they my brothers. Been lied to, I got built up anger. You built everything, still waiting on the savior. Don't call yourself black, please do me that favor. Black tourmaline will protect you from a hater. Listening to your oppressors is dangerous. Gave us a Bible and stole our nation. Said we couldn't read, but we didn't know the language. Kept us on paper because we didn't see the danger. American Indian, keep the religion. Skin copper color look just like a penny. Wanted our land and you called us stingy. Ain't no Democrats there to get pay attention. We got ancestors, but the papers is missing. Kings and queens, we just can't remember. Remember who you are, just like Simba. Now they got a vax, we don't want that in us. George Washington is the ninth president, look it up. United States, only 10 square blocks, look it up. White people really the minorities, look it up. Courtrooms don't got authorities, look it up. You want me, say stop governing me. Gave me a straw man, it's really not me. Why you don't keep it 100 with me? Why Trayvon Killer still walk around free? Made this song for the truth, don't hate it. History was told in reverse, I stated. Read still oppressed, somebody gotta say it. I'm taking out of school, that's the reason I made it. History is his story. History is his story. History is his story. History is his story.
It ain't my story.
History is his story.
Probably ain't your story.
History is his story.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Drop some fire emojis, man. We ain't done. Let's kick it up a notch. Let's turn it up a little bit. We'll get right into the live stream here in just a second, you guys. We gotta get the vibes right this Grand Rising. Sheesh. My first live stream, man. Hey, like I told y'all, buckle up.
Yeah.
2022 is not gonna be like 2021.
Yeah. Rhyme so dope, my eyes low. When you move like God, the time slow. I came back for the blacks and John Doe's. Crack open them land patents, let go of them townhomes. What's a native to a native? Eat $5 dough if he not melanated. Pale faces got you waiting on a savior. Sending prayers up, he texting back on vacation. Yeah. God's children, give all your praise to Jesus, but how God feeling? He say put no one before him in divine image. It's you with God and Christians. I got a vision, but niggas ain't gotta listen, so they don't. We came from the soil, wasn't fucking with no boats. Bible took our spirit, English potted on our homes. Tribal families turned on us, don't act like y'all don't know. But fuck them and they grudges. We was something turned to nothing. And now we nothing's turned to something. Reincarnation of ancients, fresh up out the oven. This the message to the black man. 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 Shooters on my roof, lawyers in the coop. We can never die, bitch, we bulletproof. This the message to the black man. This the message to the black man. Say you wasn't slaves, you was prisoners of war. You stop wasting your time, these other bitches ain't important. You ain't meditating, you ain't mating with the sauce. Like what the fuck's a noodle if you ain't painted with the sauce? I find it hard to trust the pastor who rather side with the master, who preaching we should submit while getting murdered and captured. About how we should wait on God is never our vernacular. They get paid and praised by the dollar long as they keeping us stagnant. And niggas think they woke, huh? Like you could change a whole world through a vote, huh? Like slave masters willing to let their slave go, huh? That slave master was probably your kinfolk, huh? History in reverse, a black king strategy. When blacks were your majesty, they always hide your pyramids but point to where the castles be. Aristocracies with your last name patent accurately. Yeah. And I ain't even tell half the shit. I ain't even tell a quarter of the shit. I'm just getting started. Y'all niggas rap about busting guns and all this weird shit. I'm trying to get my people back, nigga.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hopefully y'all having a great Grand Rising. Y'all woke up? Y'all woke? Ain't this the wake and bake? Well, wake the fuck up.
Something to say. It's like you don't shut up. A lot of niggas died, they 65. Single mama get mad high, but gon' let it ride. Everybody that was never on your side. That you met out your you sleep at night. They put that white man on. Got you begging for answers like that white man. Had you swearing you was that white man home. Had you proud to be a savage, that white man's zone. And I ain't talking shit, this my definition. And being savage was our nation, y'all be non-existent. We done took your ass out when we was in them kitchens. Instead of showing you how to live and how to maintain business. White supremacy fake. Only way that shit real is if you do what they say. We the guard to the gate. So when they say they fear God, now you know what they made. Choose song.
Peace, 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 peace. Peace and blessings to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody, man, on this beautiful Monday. You understand me? Do y'all understand me? All right. Let me shout out everybody in the chat, man. It's good to see everybody here. Drop some fire emojis in the chat, man. Let me know y'all can hear me loud and clear. First things first, man. Let me see what's up with these likes. Let me click my phone. Hold on. We're gonna see what's going on with these likes up in this motherfucker. Shout out to everybody. We're gonna get the likes. Oh, we only got 40 likes. Can we get the likes up, y'all? Can we get the likes up? I know there's a few people in here ain't feeling it, but hey, hit the like. Hit the motherfucking like, man. Hey, 2022. Shout out to everybody again. Once again, I told y'all, hey, y'all not about to get peace, love, and light. I'm just gonna let y'all know out the gate. Again, I'm gonna reiterate this. There's no peace, love, and light this year, okay? Get that out the way. All right. Let me shout out everybody in the chat. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Supreme Chief Holiday. Shout out to Bronze Flat Power. Shout out to Scats, Daniel Hume, Sheila Griffin, Keith Graham, Eastside 1415, Sagittarius Jones, Mountain City Mellow, Pop Reed in the building. Shout out to Mo Reyes. Appreciate you letting me know the echo. Ivy. Shout out to my brother Ivy Freeland. Tasco, the CEO. Shout out to Southwind in the building. I am who I am. Shout out to I am who I am. Demetrius Freeland in the building. Gaming in the building. Shout out to Gaming. Appreciate you. Oh, dude. We got the Rastanate in the motherfucking building. Divinity. Brent in the building. Smoke Signal. Hey. Once you know it was a smoke signal, as soon as we hit the live button, nigga, it's on fire and it's the wake and bake. You understand me? Shout out to Kevin Gilbert. Shout out to Lady Lynn, Linda Barlett. I'm gonna just say Lady Lynn Goddess because I know who that is. Shout out to Lady Lynn Goddess in the motherfucking building. Reginald Jones in the motherfucker. Shout out to Reginald Jones. Ron Vekis Young. Hope I pronounced that right. Shout out to Tribe Ties and your Massey Ton. Shout out to you brothers. Hope I ain't missing anybody else. Empress Freedom Feathers. Greedy Vegan. Shout out to the OG Greedy Vegan in the building. King Jabri. The ancient one. I believe that's it. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Goddamn. Back to you, Chief. Right back to you, brother. Right back to right back to you. I know you see me with the baby in the picture. Ivy Freeland. I see you. I said, what's up, Ivy? I got you. Somebody said, I'm a woman, not a man. Oh, shit. Good looking, brother Ivy. I know I see you, brother Ivy. I ain't no sweat. Shy Alpha in the building. That nigga Shy Alpha in the building. Shout out to Tony Lloyd. Tanya Lloyd, excuse me. Tanya Lloyd. I know I fuck up on a name too. Y'all know it wouldn't be right if I had fuck up on a name. Shout out to everybody in this month. Yeah, man. So hopefully y'all having a good grand rising. Shout out to Cypher for you popping in. Man, where do we start, man? Shout out to everybody in the chat. I've been hearing this conversation popping out a few times amongst the community. Dealing with this Aboriginal. I'm not an Aboriginal. I'm an Indian. I'm not an Indian. I'm just an American indigenous Negro. These are complications of understanding, comprehension. When you hear terms constantly bashing and bumping against each other as if they're separate, that lets me know that they have no understanding of these words at all. Because these words are synonyms to one another. So, to claim to be an Aboriginal encompasses the term Indian. And what it does is by calling yourself Aboriginal, you can cancel using the word Black Indian, because most people use the term Black before Indian because it wants to identify a particular type of people. Because if you just say Indian, now your mind can go to various places. You might think of a Native American that we see commonly, or what we call a $5 Indian. When you think of Indian, you might think of a dot-head Indian, a Hindustan, the one at the goddamn quickie market, an East Indian. You see what I'm saying? So the term Indian is very subjective and it's broad. Most people have to add the term East Indian, West Indian, Black Indian, American Indian to emphrase who they identify. But, much like Aboriginal people around the world, we know who the Aboriginal people is. And just to sum things up, we don't even have to use the term Aboriginal because there's a word that encompasses even the term Aboriginal, right? And shout out to Chief Holiday coming up with the first Americans. You can simply use the term American. Yes, you guys. You can use the term American, which encompass the term Aboriginal, Indian, and other things that fall up under that category. Autochthonous, indigenous. You can sum up all that by just saying that you're an American. Because we know that who are the Americans is, what is the definition of the Americas, and what was America applied to when in descriptive terms. I'm not going to bore you guys to death with the old repertoire of going to the Webster's 1828 dictionary to show you what America means, because you guys in this chat should already know that. I'm pretty sure y'all are already up to speed with that. Now, we know that there was a slight deception in history, especially dealing with the 1619 story. Because you got these pronounced fiction, fake inserts throughout history that gives you a false understanding of what's going on. And a lot of people ride this, like Top Cats. I see a lot of Pan-Africans, and they use certain angles to talk to their talking points. Pan-Africans will use the 1619 to say that they brought Africans, when in fact these people came from the Caribbean islands. Other people allude to the fact that Black Europeans came over here when there was no Black people in Europe. That's why they came and got them from from the islands of Hades and Jamaica, and was taking them back to Seville, Spain in the late early 1500s. So we know that the presence of Blacks in Europe only became a presence because of the large influx from people from the Americas. Without peoples from the Americas, you wouldn't have people in Europe. And this goes all the way back to the early 1300s. Okay. Now, what you got to deal with is the empire that was already thriving in America. Did y'all know that America had a lot of outposts and that we had seen to use different areas as a business area, as a infrastructure spot, such as Russia, Moscow, Europe ended up being one, and you also had places in Africa. Sierra Leone and Cameroon was also colonized and civilized by Americans. We'll get into that as well. Okay, I want to make sure y'all drop some fire emojis in the chat. All right, make sure y'all hear me loud and clear. Okay, so now we got blacks from the Americas making their way by via slave ship or by via offered of jobs. Who knows? The story gets alluded at this particular point because we know that motherfuckers is not just willingly, motherfuckers just not going to force 1,500 people to Seville, Spain. Just like they didn't force the thousands of people to Cameroon and Sierra Leone. They was told that they was going to be working there. It was a contract. It was an agreement to go for whatever reasons, and that's simply what you're going to have going into the Seville, Spain story and the influx of blacks in Europe. So what I'm gonna ask you guys in the chat is gonna go along before I go forward. Have any of you guys ever met an indigenous black European? What I mean by that, meaning someone whose bloodline in modern time goes back to royal bloodline when blacks, quote unquote, ran Europe. Can you find any indigenous Europeans or any black Europeans that claim that their bloodline only stimulates in Europe, not from Africa or not from the Americas? Because what you're going to commonly find looking into the people and the melanated culture and and diversities within Europe, the continent of Europe, and more specifically talking about England, London, these particular regions that we hear highlighted in ancient history, you're going to find out that you're not going to find indigenous people there. You're going to find that these black people either have a connection to the America or to Africa. You're not going to find an indigenous black that says my people been here since the memorial times. As a matter of fact, I have bloodline going back to the royal kings of Europe. You won't find that because the indigenous people of Europe is not even indigenous to Europe. Once again, if you remember in the story, the reason that black people, for the most part, was even endured and talked about in Europe came from the people coming from the Americas and also from the islands, even as parts of New York as well. This is how you get the term blackamoor. The term blackamoor only was in phrase from people that was in America working. I mean, from the Americas in Europe working. When you get Amsterdam, New Amsterdam, right? What is the emblem of New Amsterdam? What was the main setup foundation of economic resource from Amsterdam? Tobacco. And the tobacco then started to have a large fluctuation of people from the Americas, dominantly New York area, coming into these particular areas. Actually, New Amsterdam in Europe used to be called York. It used to be called York. That was York, Europe. And the place that we called New York in America actually was called Amsterdam. Damn. You see how they got shit ass backwards or bass backwards? I'm going to say it again. The place that we call New York today in America was actually called Amsterdam. The place that we call New Amsterdam was called York. All right, that's the confusion. This is what they call the switcheroony. They've been doing this in time because over time you're not going to look at it. You're going to be reading it. You're not going to be physically looking and engulfing the actual culture. So, for instance, we got places in America like New York. We got Times Square. And you might read history about Times Square, and it's going to look, and it might be talking directly about New York. But then again, they could erase Times Square, name it something else, and then rename something in China, right, in Hong Kong, named Times Square. And so now when you read about Times Square in the near future, 100 years down the line, your mind is going to go to China, because the original one has been erased out of your thought process. You see what I'm saying? So when you read about historical places now, you think of where the places are named now, not where these places was historically. So what I'm saying is, this Black European story is all fake, and it's told from the colonizer's lens. If there's no such thing as indigenous Black Europeans, and the Black Europeans come from various different places, then you can't say that these people are Black Europeans at all. You can just have to say that these people are Americans in Europe, or Africans in Europe, or Australians in Europe. You catch my drift? You cannot allude to the fact that these are a separate type of Black people coming to a particular place. So let's get it. We have people believing that Black Europeans came to America as Black Dutch, Black French, Black, you see, and engulfed America and created what we call the Black Indian story. Wrong, pseudo alert. First of all, we just broke down and showed you that there's no indigenous Europeans that's melanated in these particular places. So they had to come from the Americas. And so when we get into various parts of the Americas in historical sense, did y'all know that there was a New York, a Paris, a England, a London, a Westshire, it's a few other places in Canada that has names that is in reference to the continent that we call Europe today. There's also one of the largest French connections inside of Canada than any other place in the world. As a matter of fact, when you get into these European stories and how they came into the Americas, it's ironic. They never come across the Atlantic. They always come in through Canada. The French come through Canada. The English came through Canada. The Russians came through Canada. The Germans came through Canada. The Dutch came through Canada. Why is Canada not being looked at in significant points, or maybe even what we call historical Europe? The place that we call Europe today is not where this history of Europe culture is talking about. Europe culture is a modern term. What we're talking about is a different type of government that was not too far from what we have going on in this part. Much like what you see now. America government is different than Canadian government. They have things run a little different over there. You want to tell you what's also funny? If Canada is this also reference Europe, they have indigenous Black people in Canada. You know, I can actually go find indigenous Blacks that said we always been in Canada. Sister Betty's lineage comes from Canada. We broke down her genealogy, so we know that even the Aboriginal who's claiming to be Aboriginal, she even has lineage that goes back to Canada. What's funny is about Canada is that's a Canadian. The term French is modern. What did they call the French before they called them French? Before they was called Huguenots or French Huguenots or French Protestants or French Creole. They call these people Arcadians. Arcadians. Not Canadians, Arcadians. But I think it's just a play on word. I think Arcadians is just a growth or a switcheroonie or a mistranslation from a Canadian or old Canada. We can break it down because even when you deal with Arcadia, old Canada, or old French, the only highlighted factor that you find is that you find the French in Canada. You find them coming through Canada, naming Detroit, making their way down to Mississippi, finally settling in the bayou area that we call Louisiana heavily after mixing in with indigenous tribes like the Natchez, like the Chickasaw, like the Choctaw. Okay? How can a group of pale-skinned Frenchmen make their way throughout the most hostile parts of America without being totally destroyed or without blending in? They would have had to at least look like you. They would have had to have cultures like you. What's also significant about the French coming into America in historical texts, they did something that was totally similar to what the American Indian, aka Aboriginals, did. The Aboriginals built star forts and star cities. And didn't they say the French built star cities, but there's no star cities and star forts in France, in Europe that we call Europe today. But they was known to do this. Why is it that they only known to do this once they entered the Americas? That's just a question that I have. That's just a question I have. Shout out to Kevin Gilbert and John Oakes for the Cash App donation. Appreciate that, man. Support the channel. Support the channel. Support the channel. Think about it. Think about it. Nova Scotia has some of the largest melanated Aboriginal history of America. Because whether we look at it like that or not, which we probably don't, because we're all still indoctrinated and we're doing our best to learn the truth and to replace the indoctrination with unindoctrinated truth, we still look at shit a little different. You see what I'm saying? We still kind of look at Canada as Canada is still part of the Americas. It's still part of the Americas. So technically, an indigenous black from Canada would technically be an American Aboriginal. Technically. What's funny is that, did you know that the Russians settled in New York? They settled in California, and they settled in, I forget, somewhere else. We got a couple. American Aboriginals have treaties with Russians in the 1700s. Do you know their entry point was always through Canada? So what I'm saying is, I believe Canada has more significant history and plays a bigger impact to America more than what we're seeing. Nigga, the people in Nova Scotia is definitely not African descent. As a matter of fact, they took people from Nova Scotia and Canada out to Cameroon and Sierra Leone, and guess what? They don't call these people African. They've been there for some time now. Matter of fact, the first president of, I think, Libya was a American lineage who traces lineage all the way back to America. to Nova Scotia, and they're suing these people for even tricking and keeping these people out. It's a whole lawsuit going on with this whole sending these people from Canada, northern regions of America out to Cameroon and Libya and shit. It's a whole lawsuit. These people are not the same. Y'all still believe that in 1619, 20 odd Africans came here. That is a lie. You guys got to start doing your research, and for y'all to deny the fact that your whole foundation and the story, right, of Africans first coming here in 1619 is only a lie. That these people that they're misclassifying as African are not even African at all. They didn't even come from Africa. They came from the Caribbean island. It was an English vessel that invaded and pirated a Spanish ship that was taking indigenous people from the islands of America Island, or the islands close to the Americas, and they was taking them back out to Spain and Europe. They got intervaded and pirated by an English vessel. This English vessel brought these captives and the things that they brought on this other ship back to the Americas. And what they brought with them was the 20 odd Negras. Negras meaning females captured from the islands. Okay? Okay? So even then, the story is falsely given to you out of altered history. Yes. It was just an island boy that came here. It wasn't no African. It was an island boy. You know what I'm saying? What was the name of the Spanish ship that came from? We're not talking about Angola, cuz. We're talking about something else right now. Am I going to deny the fact that a few little Africans got sold out by some other Africans and shipped out to Americas or to the islands? I'm not going to deny that, because hell, even white people were shipped out to the islands. I'm not in arguments with that. What I'm talking about is the large demographic of North American Negroes did not come from Africa, because the foundation and the entry of Africans in North America is a lie. That's the 1619 story. So when did the first actual Africans land in North America? That's the question I propose to the chat. Shout out to Tyson Infinity for the Cash App donation. Say for the YouTube, keep spreading this heat. Appreciate you, man. I'm gonna keep dropping this flame for y'all, man, for sure. We're gonna keep dropping the flame. So that's what I propose to you guys. By the time the importation of Africans in North America, the actual importation of forced slavery was already illegal. The 1808 Act, or the Act of 1808, was already in effect by the time large influences of Africans came here. That means they couldn't have came as slaves. They would have came up under the umbrella under the colonizer, much like white immigrants came here, much like all immigrants came here. This is how they would have came to the North Americas. Not a coincidence that they came to North America in 1526. That's bullshit. They didn't come to no damn North America in 1526. Somebody said Ethiopians. But listen, man, what I'm saying is all this whole history is bullshit. There's no such thing as black Europeans. There's not no black Europeans. Patti LaBelle Grant don't come from Europeans. Martin Luther King don't come from black Europeans. You got a nigga running around with this copper mouth in the community who don't know shit. Nigga named Top Rats. Top Rats, legendary Top Rats. Talking about there's black Europeans, that all these black famous people are black Europeans. There's no such thing as black Europeans. If a motherfucker move, large groups of people went to Europe and they start prophesizing having babies because the only blacks there is the people that came from the Americas, that means these people are just Americans in Europe. So when they return, they are returnees to the Americas. These are American returnees. These are not black Europeans coming back. These are black returnees. These are American Aboriginal returnees. These are American returnees. These are not black Europeans, man. I'm getting tired of this black European shit. This is some guilt shit. This is some ghetto informant program shit when somebody comes and tell you that you're not an Aboriginal, you're not an indigenous Negro, your ass is mixed with black European and motherfucking Indian. And then the nigga got the nerve to read what the white men write verbatim with a little hood copper mouth twang to it. That shit gets on my motherfucking nerves. To hear a nigga read some shit verbatim without spitting out the bones and eating the meat. This nigga just eat the bones. You stupid motherfucker. These niggas are ridiculous when it comes to this information. That's like, yeah, man, you know the Native Americans enslaved black people here in America. Yeah, man, they fought in the goddamn blood, the ice trail of tears in Tennessee. Nigga, shut your retarded ass up. That did not happen, cuz. Anytime when William Blount came here, they had war with the Chickamauga. When Henry Knox came to Tennessee, they went to war. The expedition of Nickel Jack and the treaty signed on the Tellico was forced because of war. And you getting up there making this Aboriginal shit look a fool. You got the nerve to talk shit about the Aboriginal community, but have a copper mouth with an Aboriginal shirt and an Aboriginal headband with some chicken feathers off a motherfucking turkey's ass. You got some feathers off a turkey ass and put it on your motherfucking head, sounding like you retarded. Sir, please take your cheap ass grill out and articulate yourself if you're going to educate. I'm sorry. You understand me? The Chickamauga was a tribe of Indians who fought relentlessly, which pretty much gave birth to what we call the Civil War. They became loose affiliates with the Chickamauga, and then later on branched off from the Chickamauga after Cherokees became dealings with the whites, started contracts with the whites. The Chickamauga was dominantly heavily known in Tennessee. They actually had a war called the Holston Treaties, which led into the Chickamauga battling it out with Henry Knox, which created the city that we call Knoxville, Tennessee. Later battling it out with William Blount, later settling, becoming Blount County, Tennessee. That treaty was signed on the Tellico River that was done during the expedition of Nickel Jack. Nickel Jack was a descendant of Chickamauga and some other northern tribe, and was also a descendant of Dragon Canoe. These was Negroes. These was Aboriginals. These was Americans fighting on your soil. These was not Africans. I want to know, where was these Africans here? when you get into the history of Tennessee specifically, you have a migration of different people, and they're naming them. They're getting to the natural aboriginal history of Tennessee, and they failed to mention Africans, but they mention Omex, they mention Carolinians, they mention Yamasee, they you understand? They why do history, if all this stuff comes from Africans and these people are literally Africans, why do history fail to call these people this? But they call everybody else African. They call us African American. It's because it's inserted artificial history used to indoctrinate you. This was a deception move. And some of you guys think that you're smart enough to beat it, but in fact, you're caught up in it. You're still indoctrinated. You niggas think that we're black Europeans mixed with Asians. These niggas think French Huguenots came from Europe, came from England. That's what we got to deal with, man. So, and when I tell people that American Aborigines is the same, we are. And like I said, somebody need to share the live stream. Hit the like button right quick. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. And like I said, shout out to Kev Gills, because I understand what he be talking about. Because a lot of these black Indian tribes practice and follow Native American culture. Anybody's claiming to be a black Indian, 9 times out of 10, practice, follow, and is studying Native American culture. That's not your culture. That's not Aboriginal culture. That's not First American culture. That's not Negro culture. It's not. And so when you look at Negro and First American Aboriginal culture, you got some of the most exquisite shit. You got apartment complexes 3,000 years ago. You got pyramids 3,000 years ago. You got roads 3,000 years ago. You got plumbing. Irrigation, advanced agriculture, compost, solar fire starters, clothes, all thousands of years ago. This is First American culture. Primitive TP, rock slapping, motherfucking tree hugging shit is not your motherfucking culture. Royalty is your culture. You come from royalty. The way the way we act and the way we such influential to people, and we influence other cultures around the world. This is nothing new. It comes through your pores. It's around you. It's your aura. You can't help it. You come from the soil. Once you come from this soil, you have a glow about you that other people that's not of your stock can see vividly. You might not can see it because we at the bottom of the barrel, and we getting done wrong by the colonizers with deception and indoctrination, but other cultures can see it. Other cultures see that you are the most influential, you are the most inspiring, you are the most creative people on the planet. Press 1. Press 1. Press 1. Shout out to Gail Gill, because he gonna learn something that fuck this black Indian culture, because black Indian shit is Native American shit. But American culture is Indian culture, and American culture is Aboriginal culture. American culture is Negro culture. And this is what inspires the world. Y'all niggas think dancing around, hopping to a beat, slapping rocks, eating motherfucking mud is an Indian culture? Y'all think going back to the woods is Indian culture? Hell no. Living that big mansion with all the fly shit is American culture. Press 1. I like press 1. I'm gonna steal this shit. That's my shit now. Press 1. Seriously though. Seriously. Because people are getting confused and people being confused. Shout out to my brother A1. A lot of niggas without A1 coming in with these talking points, niggas would still be thinking that they was African mixed with Native American. Now we got this coppermouth nigga from Texas, Top Rats, talking about we're black Europeans mixed with Indians. He done just switched it up. See, I'm telling y'all, he's really a Pan-African, giving you Pan-African history and story with the Indian term attached to it. Let me take a sip of my water right quick. I'm gonna say it again. This nigga Top Rats teaches Pan-African history with the Aboriginal Indian title attached. Instead of niggas saying we African mixed with Indian, he's saying we black Europeans mixed with Indian. Instead of saying that the Africans came here and mixed in, he's saying the black Europeans came here and mixed. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. I'm gonna give y'all 30 seconds to hit the like button, man. Hit that like button, share the live stream, get these likes up, man. Get the likes up, share the live stream. We back. Goddamn, we back. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Drop some fire emojis in the chat if y'all can hear me loud and clear. I haven't took the time out to tell y'all that today. So make sure y'all drop some fire emojis. And can we get the likes up, man? We got 177 people in here and we got 100 likes. Can we get 77 more likes in this motherfucker? Damn. Y'all niggas be over there dancing and shit. And come hit the like button. Y'all don't want niggas in y'all motherfucking YouTubes with the copper mouths dancing, lying and shit. Come over to big Aboriginal power shit. Nigga. What wrong with y'all? Hit that like button. Y'all niggas lame as hell. All right, so let's get it though. Listen, most of these motherfucking Europeans, most of these, I forget what the hell I was about to say. Hit that like button, y'all. Yeah. Hit that like button. But yeah, like I said, most of these, these black Europeans ain't even black Europeans. What did I say earlier? These are American returnees. Just to add into that point even more, most of these motherfuckers came over here and had land already. Titles, lodial titles, land deeds, patents. They already had it when they came back. How can you have that if you're not already from here? These was returnees. A lot of you niggas ain't really did none of y'all genealogy. You would see that your people was working, traveling. They just didn't work in America. Enough of them might have worked in Ireland somewhere. You know what I'm saying? For a couple of years. You got to realize we was the industrial. We was the builders. A lot of places was primitive. They was inquiring the workers who built this luxurious place over here and other places. They was inquiring our peoples from the Americas to help build other places elsewhere, and they offer good pay for it. And a lot of these people came back bougie black Americans that you call black Europeans when they wasn't even Europeans. They were just returnees. They just had a little more money. They lived a little different life. They maybe a little more up class. It wasn't as rugged as it was in America. The mud, the grit, the grind. You see what I'm saying? Even though they had the means and the know-how. Much like you see when it went from farmers being muddy, grimy, owning their shit to getting offered factory jobs to live a more luxurious life. This even happened in the Americas like that. A lot of people claim to be Powhatan. Powhatan ain't even a tribe. Oops, didn't mean to bust y'all bubble. A lot of you niggas ain't even Powhatan because Powhatan ain't a tribe. Powhatan was a confederacy. So what tribe did you fall up under this confederacy? See, this is where you gotta start asking these niggas. You gotta start asking these niggas when they be like, my family created the Choctaw. Where we created Juneteenth. And we created Martin Luther King's birthday. Lying motherfucker. That nigga get online. Any nigga get online just show random pictures of old niggas talking about this my granddaddy, this my great uncle, and you ain't showing no motherfucking genealogy records connecting you to these people. You gotta, and y'all don't call the bullshit out. That let me know that y'all not wake. I don't want to deal with you lost ass sheep niggas. Get the fuck away from me. None of you niggas. I ain't dealing with none of you lost sheep ass niggas, man. 2022, I'm not fucking with you. If you come around, I'm rolling your ass the fuck over. And I'm going to stomp on your ass. Because I got cliques on, too. We in the field this year, nigga. Europe named as a black woman, all right. What do you say? Europe named as a black woman, all right. Shout out to Threads. He dropped that shit. Like I said, man, I ain't dealing with you sheeps. Y'all some dummies, man. I'm telling you. This is American history for dummies right now. There ain't no such thing as no black Europeans. Stop letting these coppermouth rat motherfuckers don't know shit. He's a country Bama motherfucker. And I thought I was country. This nigga country than a son bitch. God damn. He lived in a trailer park with Mexicans. Coppermouth motherfucker. Don't know shit about history. Talking about we mixed with black Europeans and Asians. That's some stupid ass shit. That sounds like some shit Silas the Wise Serpent said years ago. I think Silas the Wise Serpent said that. He used to be like, yeah, nigga, we mixed with the Aborigines and the Indians, and that's a deep thing, man. You one of them slow motherfuckers. I ain't gonna lie. You studied under Silas the Wise Serpent. Shout out to him too. Shit. Yeah. That nigga said I'm mixed. That nigga don't know shit about me, cuz. I ain't the one said I got an African grandmama. I ain't got a lot of kick it. That nigga said he had an African grandmama so he can be cool with Not a Coincidence because he a Pan-African. Nigga, fuck Not a Coincidence. Nah, I'm just playing. Shout out to Not a Coincidence. That's my boy. Shout out to him. That's my boy. I'll just fuck with y'all. Shout out to him. But you ain't got a lot of kick it, though. Not a coincidence. Cuz, would you respect me if I want to be cool with you and I lied and say, yeah, cuz I got an African granny, too, so I'm an Indian and I'm African. Nigga, I got you know what I'm saying? Well, you won't respect that. Then 8 months later down the line, after a nigga called you out on it, I say, I lied about it. I was just lying. I was just saying that so the Pan-Africans wouldn't be attacking me like that. Like, that's some bitch ass shit, cuz. Like, real talk. You ain't got a lot of kick it, cuz. I ain't never lied to you niggas, man. That's why I've been here in this Aboriginal community. My name been Big Aboriginal Power before I came into the community. And that's my name. We build it, we stand on it, and I protect it. I'm tired of you goofy niggas coming in. I allowed you niggas to come in. You feel what I'm saying? That shit pseudo, man. I'm tired of this shit. This nigga talk. I remember when we first thought we was going to debate last year because he said the motherfucking American Indians was naked when Europeans got here. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. The nigga said we was butt naked ass savages when the Europeans got here. When these niggas got enslaved by us here. But we was the one butt naked, but they got enslaved. Like, that don't make no sense. How the fuck we enslaving motherfucking whites throughout America, but we the one butt naked running around here? So we just butt naked slave owners? Come on, cuz. That shit don't even make no sense. Like I said, that black European shit is sold out. That's that shit that them white mans be teaching. Them white mans be teaching that bullshit. Sure the fuck do. And y'all niggas be allowing that shit. I might drop the link for you motherfuckers today. Y'all niggas wild. Let me drop the link in the chat for anybody want to pop on. Anybody want to ask some questions? Y'all can pop on. But yeah, man, like I said, man, a lot of this shit is a usurped of old history. These niggas putting the copper color mouth spin on Ivan Van Sertima information. You feel me? They getting down dirty with Dr. Ben. They done did a Dr. Ben remix single. These niggas teaching pan-Indian shit. These niggas, y'all niggas be up in there flocking to that niggas channel. These niggas don't teach shit. These niggas scared of debate what they teach. They scared of debate what they teach. These niggas scared to stand on this shit. These niggas are clout chasers. These niggas will suck anybody pecker who will let them get on the platform. That nigga run around talking about what's up, talking about the Sinetta. Yeah, I was the Sinetta Rookie of the Year. Nigga, you over there dick eating. You ain't even give your bitch ass no award. Get your goofy ass off. That stupid ass making of a stupid ass nigga. That's the name of your documentary. The making of a stupid ass nigga, bro. Yeah, these niggas did the Dr. Ben featuring Lil Nas X remix on the information. Ain't got a lick of proof talking about black Europeans. It ain't even no indigenous people that's black in Europe, motherfuckers. They don't even exist. Everybody that was black from Europe, that was black in Europe, came from somewhere else. So they ain't even really Europeans. Dismiss me with that bullshit, man. That shit don't even make no sense, man. The link is in the chat too, by the way. I'll give y'all motherfuckers a couple minutes to hit the link. We'll be back in just a second. Let's take a quick look at this documentary real quick.
One thing about our community is that we don't identify as African, and we don't like identify as African American.
I'm talking for the natives.
Yeah.
I like when it comes to talking about African Americans, I have no education with that. Period. I don't. I'm not even connecting to that no more because that's a system.
The Negro is still languished in the corners of American society. Finds himself in exile in his own land.
Aborigines, which means what? Black folks. You never find a white aborigine. Aborigines are called natives, or they're always dark-skinned people. You and I are aborigines.
Shout out to my brother Chief Holiday. Shout out to the brother History 101. What up, though? Johnson's History. Can you hear me? You got the brother Supreme Chief Holiday on the panel. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to everybody in the chat, man. Hey, can y'all get them likes up, man? I'm about to end this bitch if y'all don't. Matter of fact, let me see where the likes at. I'm about to end this.
Trying to get this motherfucking shit working.
It's all good. I can hear you, fam. Hey, listen, we got 143 likes, and it's 187 people in here. If I don't get motherfucking 50 likes real quick, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Straight up. Playing no games to this shit. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I got haters.
Shit gotta go.
I got to take into consideration that I got haters. So I say, shit, at least give me 20 more likes. Hell, I ain't got like 50 haters in here. Damn, I got 50 haters. Shout out to my haters watching, man. Shout out to y'all. Keeping this shit lit. Because y'all suck. All y'all. Just know that y'all my haters suck. Hey, my bad, y'all. I apologize for that rant. Shout out to Thompson's History 101. Shout out to Supreme Chief Holiday. Peace, brothers. How y'all feeling?
Good. How about you, brother?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
Shit, just bowling, sitting here smoking.
Yup. Grand Rising, everybody. Chief, what's up with it, man? Coming on all quiet. You muted up and shit. What's up with that? All right, man. But listen, y'all niggas do y'all research. I want y'all to do y'all research this week. This y'all mission. This y'all research for the week. Find me an indigenous Black European that lineage goes back to the royal bloodline of Europe. That's what y'all do. That's y'all job. Find me a nigga who's alive in Europe, living in Europe. That family goes back to the royal Black bloodline. That ain't got no African in it, no American in it. All right, that's y'all mission. We'll see who's gonna come back with that.
I ain't gonna be able to do that.
We'll see. I ain't gonna say they can't. I just say I ain't seen it yet. I've been researching this shit for a long time now. All right, man. The link is in the chat. What's up with American history? What you got for us? Drop something of that fire you be dropping.
Oh shit. What I've been doing lately, I've been on this little what I've been on lately. I'm trying to think.
You low as hell. Barely hear you. Let me see if I can turn you up.
Hold on, let me turn this shit up.
Oh, I see why. There you go. Yeah, man. I turned you up.
I've been breaking down the little the little Mexico and the US. And I've been having a lot of these little Mexicans getting on this shit talking about, oh, this is pseudo. I'm like, bro, how is it pseudo when y'all didn't even exist on paper until like the 1900s? Mexicans didn't exist for a while.
Man, Latinos, California for a while.
Man, Latinos, all that shit. It was Asians, Europeans, and even them didn't. Even Asians didn't exist. They was white on paper. All of these people was white. Straight up. Like none of that shit exists. This race shit don't exist. It was us and then them. That's it. These motherfuckers start making up this race shit to take your shit. Straight up. That's it.
Yeah. They've been erasing our shit. That's all they do. They've been lying. Everything that was over here, they took that shit and put that shit over there in Europe or try to remake it over there while erasing the shit that was over here. That's all they did. They done did a switcheroonie, the remix single.
And then the biggest shit I try to tell these Pan-Africanists is why would you create a race? A race is a competition. What the fuck is you competing for? We didn't create that shit. We ain't competing with shit because we don't got to.
Man, these Pan-Africans don't know shit. They ain't even never even been to Africa. Don't got no African cousins, lineage, nothing.
They gotta tell me about the Maasai. Tell me about the Igbo. Tell me about the motherfucking niggas in Ethiopia since y'all Egyptian. Because isn't that the people that was originally in Egypt? Tell me about the Sudan. They was originally in Egypt, wasn't they? Man, come on, y'all don't know none of this history. Y'all just speaking. Tired of you fucking Pan-Africanists. Punch one of you niggas in the mouth.
Yeah, man, they ain't gonna do nothing besides melt. These niggas soft, man. Like I said, shout out to everybody that do their research. I mean, I know indoctrination is a deadly thing, so a lot of our people are still heavily indoctrinated, even when they think they ain't. You feel what I'm saying? So we got to do our best to insert the information, and hopefully they'll swap out this artificial with the real deal in the organic history that we give you, man. Straight up.
Because we trying to help.
We got OG Bubbles. No, I'm just playing. We got OG Bubbly Cuz on here.
That nigga showering out there early in the morning because he ain't gonna let me live. How you doing, man?
What's up with it, Cuzzo?
Nothing much, man. Loking early in the morning, working, shit, checking in with the home team.
Hell yeah, that's what's up, man. We just vibing out this Grand Rising. I ain't gonna be on too long.
I'm with that shit. Where your boy at? The goofy there, goddamn.
Oh, where that nigga at, man?
Nah, that nigga cool. I like that nigga, man. That nigga funny in the motherfucker, bro. I swear to God, cuz. That nigga funny as hell, man.
That nigga pop up out of nowhere too, so you never know when that nigga gonna pop up.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that nigga go right there. That's that nigga Rise.
we killing that whole black Native American, black European talk because that shit is confusing our people bad, man.
They say it so much on TV, bro. Like, goddamn, ain't no such thing as no black Indian motherfucker. Either you Indio or you ain't, my nigga. Exactly. All that black shit, you can keep it in your pocket. That's just a leash for a dog. That black word. That's just a leash for a fucking dog.
I get so mad, bro, when niggas call me black now. I'm like, bro, come on.
We can scrap, nigga. We can get out there and we can
come on now. That's disrespectful. I don't see nothing over here that looks like it, bro. I'm not that color, bro.
Well, some people still indoctrinated and they don't know. So sometimes you gotta be like, hey, my bad, bro. I don't mean to be rude, but listen, I'm not black, bro. I'm Aboriginal, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and it's crazy.
Like, what is that? They're gonna be like, what is that? Because they really don't know. They literally don't know. And that's what it takes for a spark of interest sometimes. Just the clarity of why and why not. You feel what I'm saying?
You right.
I'm the clubhouse champ, homie. So that shit.
Hey man, peace to the guys, man.
Peace, brother.
Peace to everybody.
What up, Chief?
Hey, what's up, cuz? AP, what it do, man? Peace to everybody, man. Locked in, man. Hey, I definitely appreciate the conversation right now. You know what I mean? But black is a social construct. We all woke up, we're getting away from black, correct?
Yep.
Now, I know that if you guys are around a couple years ago, and Ab remembers this, we had put black in front of Aboriginal power. Ab, and we did this to connect to the ones that needed to catch the fuck up.
Right.
Ab is telling you y'all completely correct that when you talk to somebody, there's levels to this. So if you was to go to somebody, whatever, that don't know shit about nothing, and you say Aboriginal, they're not gonna know that. So you'll say, hey man, black Indian. You understand what I'm saying? You'll try to bring them to, bring them into the thing. So that same person that has the black Indian concept, right, is pushing a Pan-African talking points. Pushing, hey bro, like listen, man, this is too stupid. In a nigger Indian group, y'all, making of an African American didn't get voted in by the people. Overwhelmingly didn't get voted in by the people, but because the boule ass motherfuckers, right? So we do what we do over here. We do research. So what is fair is that the people vote counted, not Aborigine swept it. It's Aboriginal community that you other motherfuckers is infiltrating, wearing Aboriginal socks on your head and shit. You some bitches, bro. Like, and listen, I'm, hey y'all, this is positive, because negative is different. We have to. It's too many. It's people right here literally mad at me, y'all. I've been watching the chat rooms the last couple of days, right? Literally mad at me because, I went back and listened to it. I never disrespected American heirs. So I just need y'all to know, y'all need excuses to hate me. That's fine. You don't need one. Just stay the fuck out my face. Let me know you hate me so I know how to address just my love or hate for you.
Bro, don't even address
you
that
fuck
shit,
with me,
big
you
bro.
fuck with me, you don't fuck with me. Please stay the fuck away from me. And listen, this is my motherfucking brother. One thing that happens. See, they've been working for years to get us against each other. So they finally got to Empress Hober. That's my heart. I love Empress Hober. So I don't give a fuck about what nobody do. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna still love that sister. I don't give a fuck if all you snakes bite her, put poison in her. I don't give a fuck against me. I'm gonna still love that sister. That's how that worked because I really had genuine love. Y'all see how this work? I don't throw nobody under the bus. Period. This is some fuck shit. And I actually don't give a fuck. I really don't. Because you actually hated me in the first place. See motherfuckers say, I really didn't like him anyway in the first place. I'm like, you don't even know me, sis. Now I could go all the way left on y'all. I could. But I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I'm a positive, it's positive energy. Y'all like pimps. These motherfuckers like pimp talk, right? Y'all like manipulating motherfuckers like polite. So a motherfucker that study polite's pimping, come over here and do the same shit to you stupid motherfuckers.
With the compliment.
Man, unsubscribe to my shit, please. Stay the fuck away from me. Please. And if I see you motherfuckers over here, I'm gonna be on I'm on the same time. This is my motherfucking brother. I'm gonna have his motherfucking back when he don't even fucking know it. I'm chopping you motherfuckers' heads off. That's just what it is. Stay the fuck away from me. Please. Motherfuckers act like they for you and they against you. This is some bullshit. Y'all sat there and watched the same shit I watched. Every motherfucker in here, 100% of y'all, even American Era said that shit was not right and exact. She apologized. I never raised my voice to sister. I never said anything. I asked the question that everybody on this fucking panel, everybody in this motherfucking chat room wanted to know.
That's a fact.
And you motherfuckers know it.
That's a fact.
And then when we showed y'all the motherfucking numbers, y'all should have been on her motherfucking head and everybody else and any illegitimate ass rat running around here talking about, and these bitch ass niggas talking about Tribe Biz. They ain't even vote for their own motherfucking self. Tribe Biz ain't even vote for their own motherfucking self. Them niggas got 100 views yesterday.
My nigga said most influential.
Man. Most influential rats. You some most influential rats. And that shit ain't legitimate. And guess what? We having one in May. I'm glad you snakes are showing y'all fucking head. Stay the fuck away from me, bro. And that motherfucker is not gonna be what. Listen, bro, just stay out the way, please. Stay out the way. That's all y'all gotta do.
Dangerous in these woods.
And y'all can't stop. It's super dangerous for you motherfuckers.
I say it's
y'all
dangerous.
think these niggas is real. That's what it is. And you the fakest motherfuckers ever. When we say support the real, you motherfuckers been fake for a long time. Stay the fuck away from me, please. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. Motherfuckers, I'm not subscribed to motherfuckers. I don't even be seeing shit. Some people send me shit, I be like, oh wow, why y'all got my name in your dick sucker? Oh y'all, anybody got my name in your mouth? Either on and off this shit. Come on, bro. I can be on some real ill shit, real talk. I don't do that. I don't put people. I try to show number love, even when there's pedophiles running around here. Y'all support pedophiles. Y'all support this is documented. And a motherfucker could have been mad at me. He had a little Willie on his panel. Motherfucker, I exposing motherfuckers. I exposed Dan Calloway. I exposed PNL. I exposed these bitch ass niggas. And you motherfuckers stay in my fucking way. Shut the fuck up. I haven't done nothing to none of you motherfuckers, and for any of you bitches to come on here and act like I have done something to you, you are fine. You're trying to find reasons for that. That's fine. You can have a reason. Stay the fuck away from me. That's all you got to do. Because all this energy that we using for this, we're not building something. And that's what these agents of chaos are trying to do. They're never gonna. Man, niggas is giving out certificates for genealogy and didn't do his own genealogy. Niggas is going on television. Check it out, because niggas is going on sign out of TV, pulled up people, right, that are clearly in the boule, clearly Al Edwards, Mr. Juneteenth, right? In this community, if that brother would have came over here and presented himself as Mr. Juneteenth, right? We all would have been like, hey, sir, that is not for this community. Am I correct? Everybody, am I correct? Am I just talking? You motherfuckers not listening.
We would have started spazzing.
No, we'd have spazzed the fuck out. We'd have been like, yo, bro, we don't, you ain't woke yet. We don't fuck with Juneteenth. We don't fuck with slavery. And we definitely don't fuck with Native Americans. This motherfucker said that Native Americans own niggas. I'm done, bro. Listen, that right there should have been. Wait, listen, man. Anybody that support that, bro. Hey, man, anybody support that? Motherfuckers in my comment section. Look, you didn't have to get in my comment section. It's not your business. Now I could be real ill. It's not your business.
You are.
It's not your business. You're in my comment section. You on my channel watching. Thanks for
you just killed him. You just killed him with that though.
Intruder.
He been dead. He been
killed,
dead. He been in the cap. Y'all
seen them
three motherfuckers. Y'all calling them rat trap.
I'm talking about
I got
anybody.
My belt, by the way, AP.
Anybody saying they Aboriginal. Anybody saying they Aboriginal, and you following a nigga that's walking around saying that Native Americans had you enslaved. You are fucking tripping. Something is wrong with you. Something is fucking wrong with you. Them niggas was never even in the South. How the fuck they had you enslaved?
Let's use common sense. Enslaved us.
His people was John Ross him. They took. He said that his people took Cherokee. His people took the Cherokee to Texas, man. Hey, bro, I'm done, y'all. Y'all, he went on Sodnetta TV with this, bro.
And lied like a motherfucker.
Really. And so then let's just for to put a button on this fake ass rigged award show, right? Because it was if the people vote didn't count, right? And it was presented that it was supposed to count. So then in the last 48 hours, this magical invisible electoral college came in and overseen a community that they didn't have an opportunity to go watch all these people's videos to see, like Sister Soul could have been the influencer of the year to them, right? I know they didn't watch Big Dog Philly. Shout out to Big Dog Philly. I know they didn't watch everybody shit on that thing. And so for motherfuckers to come back with the excuse and say, oh, maybe they watched your stuff and seen some cussing. Well, check this out. Every motherfucker on here is on some weird, some messy shit and going back and forth. So why would y'all just come single me out? Once again, I get it. The effectiveness of the Aborigine community is the reason why these agents of COINTELPRO agents, go look at the history on this channel, please. COINTELPRO agents are here to disrupt this community, discredit, assassinate characters. Every fucking thing they've ever said about me was a fucking lie, period. And now, and I was just sitting back like, yo, this is behind the scenes shit. That's catty women shit. I'm gonna let that shit. I'm not letting the motherfucking thing go no more. So I love Big AP. We say it is motherfucking hunting season. It's ratting season, snaking. We killing everything moving. I'm letting y'all know. Oh, y'all on that snake shit, you gotta go. You niggas losing wrenches, you getting the fuck up out of here. You're gonna be in the stands watching them, making them fucking things, and I stand on that. You motherfuckers can't stop nothing. Y'all don't support shit. Stay the fuck. Matter of fact, everything I'm gonna do is gonna be private from this point on. Fuck y'all. Fuck is y'all talking about? Motherfuckers put out the fakest information, the motherfucker be clapping. The same motherfucker been sitting in the chat room for years. Kyle him over there eating rat dookie. Y'all some bitches, bro. Y'all are sitting there learning from a motherfucker that just came into this motherfucker. And y'all here co-signing bullshit because they like to co-sign the pale degeneracy, right? Mm-hmm. They love co-signing this.
Tragic.
Curie Mayo, niggas is listening to these niggas or whatever, right? Black European. Okay, so we're just gonna kill this. Don't let a motherfucker tell you some blanket terms like Black Europeans, Black Frenchmen, Black Irishman, right?
Yeah.
Yo, you talking about 1800s, right? Now, when I was talking to Not a Coincidence in the chat room, right? He likes to believe the stories that come from these people, right? Now, once again, I lived in Germany, right? They don't call it German. Germans don't call it Germany. They call it Deutschland today, still today,
Fact.
right? They say Expressen Sie Deutsch. I speak German. That Expressen Sie Deutsch. Okay, Deutsch. Okay, the French in it's called France now. What is called Germany now? What is called England now? Everybody was Expressen Sie Deutsch. That's Deutschland. Don't fuck with me. I will fuck y'all over. I'm letting y'all know. Okay, and we colonized Europe thousands of years ago. Don't fuck with me. I'm gonna fuck you up. So stop coming here with this Black Frenchmen, Huguenots, troglodytes, Jacobites. Y'all. Hey, bro, I don't know. I don't know what we doing here. I don't know what we doing here, but we cannot allow this to happen. For motherfuckers to be representing an Aboriginal community, you should have shut the fuck up. Yeah, this has nothing to do with the Aboriginal community. And once again, people say, well, that was oil and water. Nah, they wouldn't have had a fucking award show if we wouldn't have been a part of it.
Aboriginal.
Y'all would have had a war show.
Black on to Aboriginal.
Fuck is wrong with y'all?
My nigga.
You niggas suck. I'm gonna say up to you for the last time. You suck. So when I asked now the question is, what was they speaking? He said that the English ran the Dutch out of New York. See, that's the story they like to tell you. That you like to keep regurgitating, but England didn't exist. The English language didn't exist, sir.
You know what I learned with these niggas?
Yeah, bro.
If you learn something new, you need to teach that. If you learn something new that you know is right, teach that instead of teaching the bullshit that you've been teaching and that you learn, because it ain't right. And that's what these niggas be doing. They'll learn like the real facts and be like, well, nah, I'm not gonna teach that. That's not right. Yeah.
A times in history. Is there white Aboriginals?
Hell no, it doesn't exist.
Okay, is there a black Aboriginal? Black and white is a social construct. We threw that in the trash years ago. So for any motherfucker to come in here in the last year, 2 years talking about this, black that, we don't call ourselves black Aboriginal. Once again, we said this, that we put black in front of Aboriginal to link up with, to snatch the fucking people that we trying to save. Because it's another thing I do not like about you motherfuckers. Okay, we are not separating so-called Aboriginal community. Nigga, y'all got Pan-Africans in your house that you laid down with last night, motherfucker. They in your community. Bitch, don't try to come over here making motherfucking communities separate from everybody else. We separate from the Pan-Africans. We separate from the Hebrew Israelites. We're not. We all the same people. We're American Aborigines that fit all that in there. And that's what Tribe Up was about. It wasn't about these motherfuckers coming in, separating everybody. Oh, you can't be with A1. He's a Moor. But then they with Akeem Bey and some other motherfucking Bays. Y'all some bitches, bro. Y'all don't know the history of this shit. So I would suggest stay the fuck out the way. Now, if you don't like me, please unsubscribe. If you fuck with me, press GOAT. But if you don't fuck with me, let me know it, please, because I'm gonna fuck over you. So leave me the fuck alone. I can know how not to. I can see you and keep it pushing, right? But if you are here behind the scene on some other shit, I feel the vibe from you, bro. I feel it. I don't got to know you. I got 15 eyes. Fuck is you talking about? I feel all this shit. I seen this shit coming. Yo, I seen it happening. I just didn't think that these Hollywood ass motherfuckers was gonna take this shit this far. I didn't think that they was just stupid. I did not think that Dan Calloway and these rest of these motherfuckers was this stupid to end their career. I didn't think they was this stupid. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't think they was this stupid. These niggas is through. They just don't know it yet. Okay? It's gonna trickle down. Y'all support pedophiles, women beaters, thieves. Period. There's no more talk. The paperwork is here. I'm not saying allegedly. This is there. And so then y'all also support a fake election because we voted. Overwhelmingly, we voted, right? And our vote didn't count. So we didn't know that. Nobody knew this. So for me to ask that question, for people to be mad, yo, what are we doing? Like you needed an excuse to hate me. You don't need an excuse, bro. You don't need one. Have that. It's fine. You can cheapholiday@gmail.com. If y'all don't like, email me and let me know, bro. Let me know how you feel. Call me. Some of you niggas got my phone number and you be on some whole shit. Bro, listen to me. You don't need no excuse. Hey, bub, they don't need no excuse, bro.
Bro, you
just know this. Motherfucker that's talking about harming anybody over here, you got a problem, okay? You have a problem. And you really do, y'all. Y'all don't know what it is over here, man. That's what we trying to tell y'all. So for the niggas to come on here with Hollywood and that shit, what they gonna bust somebody's head? So my brain is just, I just couldn't.
Is that
Is
that cuz that was on your live that day with his goofy ass that was doing all that yelling and shit?
Yeah, that's Robert Rand.
Man, that nigga whack in the pit. That nigga whack.
Hey man, like I said, man, we definitely appreciate you guys, man. Real talk, cause I man, listen, man, I promise, man. I know people say, oh, they just meet motherfuckers and be like, pure at heart. Motherfuckers are actresses. Hey, no, listen, I'm talking about like SAG, Screen Actors Guild, okay? Hey, no, but hey, bro, I do my work, man. This what we do over here, fam. What's what we do? Niggas can cry. Niggas can cry on demand. I can't. I didn't make it
On
that
my
far
mama.
in acting.
Fast in the
Like high school
motherfucker,
acting.
boy.
I don't know how to
That
act.
shit
I
was
don't know how to
crazy.
cry on demand, nigga. I don't know how to do it. No, it was cry on demand. Stop. Cry again. Stop. I think it's wonderful.
That
I
shit
think it's
was
a great
amazing.
I think it's a great technique.
Hey, that was like
I
that's
think
like
it's a
one of
great
them little
technique.
shots. Hey, you
If
know
it was
they
in
got them
soap
shots.
Well,
operas,
listen though.
you
I
might be able
felt
to
like
do it.
shit when the sister started crying. You understand what I'm saying? I have a heart, man. I'm not no, but once again, if this is men business, why is sisters jumping up in men business? I was handling Little Willie. I got this. I know how to run circles around a motherfucker, and he don't even know it. Okay? I want to
Tomo
expose these
Charlie.
people. I want to expose these people. Let them talk. Why are we afraid of a motherfucker talking? Why? The same reason why y'all are afraid of us talking. That's why this Burn Network don't want Aboriginal information in this shit. And they say, oh, the music got there along with all the other booty shaking music, nigga. What about the information getting to these fucking students? Don't tell me, fuck all y'all, bro. Fuck everybody that don't fuck with me, fam. Hey, listen right here. If one thing that y'all don't understand, you got to stay on code. If it's a group of people, we're in a huddle, right? A huddle's a huddle, right? You running plays, you doing things. When you allow people to come into the huddle, they're looking at your playbook. Then they go back and say, oh, we're going to take an award show out of this. We're going to take a tour out of this. And then fail because they don't know how to hold that infinity stone. Y'all better shut y'all dumb asses up. For real talk, leave me the fuck alone. Leave us the fuck alone. Because it ain't gonna help you. Your numbers ain't gonna go up. People ain't gonna fuck with you. Nobody respects you. So just let it go. But don't end your career fucking around.
Hit that like button. Hit that like button.
Man, look, I don't give a fuck. They don't hit no like button, nothing. Watching nothing. You're not gonna get the information. That's what's gonna happen. You're not gonna get the information, and y'all gonna be listening to a motherfucker telling y'all about some Huguenots. And then you ask the bitch ass nigga, what the fuck's a Huguenot? He ain't gonna know. Cause he's not doing the work. He's not doing the work. Okay? So when a motherfucker telling you is black Europeans, what are they people? What tribe are they? Right? So when I asked this dumbass nigga, did he know anything about what a Hessian was? A Hessian. Okay? Now, not a coincidence, might be a Hessian that just said he's Shinnecock. That's why he's pushing so hard for European. They have what's a thing called European loyalists. If y'all know anything about these people, right? Loyalists. They want you to believe that they were pale skins. No, in the 16 and 1700s, niggas was fighting against niggas. Wasn't no pale skin sending nobody over here. These companies, the royal companies this, the royal company of that, they want y'all to believe that these were countries coming over here fighting Americans. They didn't send no armadas here. Them poor motherfuckers didn't have the bodies, the boats, nothing, bullets, not food, nothing to come over here and conquer us. We fought against each other before the Revolutionary War, right? There's this tribe versus this tribe, this nations and these nations. And these people were manipulating like you fucks are doing right now, sitting back and having us fight against each other. Then they come swoop in for the spoils of war. That's the true history. They stole your mind. Now, we freestyle over when we drop more, and these motherfuckers drop their whole year. The fuck is wrong with y'all? And y'all give a motherfucker y'all whole ass to kiss. Well, I'm gonna punch you in your ass. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna kick you all in your ass. I'm letting you know. So don't give me your ass to kiss, so I'm gonna kick you in it. Just letting you know. So leave me the fuck alone. I come in peace. I told y'all that. I come in peace. When I came back, come in peace. So I don't know if motherfuckers took that as weakness, and nigga, I'm still like, what is you doing? Haven't I showed y'all that I will fuck you over? Coming on my shit to talk to me, to get at me. Willie, he was so happy about that little win that he got in the chat room and got exposed, okay? If you guys seen that, if you didn't see that, let these people know that for motherfuckers to say they unsubscribe from me, but then subscribe to the pedophile channels and shit, I think in the women beater channels and shit, I think it's really interesting. It's really interesting. Really, really interesting, yeah. Y'all support a motherfucker. And then we talk about this, and I got to show for y'all, right? That literally, like people tell you, like they sit here and talk bad about us, right? And they say, well, look, they're just putting a mirror up to us so we can see ourselves. That's what the pastor do every Sunday. He make you feel bad about what you did last night. He put the mirror in front of you. And you know what you do? Oh, Pastor, we so sorry. Here's some money. Here's our support. Here's our love. You niggas just came out of church. You just needed another pastor. I come in peace, but I will leave you in pieces. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave this community alone. If y'all are happy Black Indians or African Americans, why are you mad at us? Stay in your lane. But why they mad is because they see the rise of this consciousness, okay? We're not no different than the Pan-Africans. Some people say, you guys are Pan-Africans. Nigga, that's our family. What are you talking about? They're Americans too. They just confused. So why are we're not mad at them? We don't want to kill them because they consider themselves to be Africans, right? But the reason why I go at a person like Umar Johnson, because he has the ears, the minds, and the hearts of a majority of our people, because he says stuff like, don't sleep with white women, right? Well, your mother should have told you that growing up. Some mothers didn't. No, I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. And as mothers, we support mothers, I feel like should be the example of what they sons should want in their life. Nurturing, loving, cook, clean. Y'all get the point, right? That's a mother. That's a woman. That's the measurement of a woman, not what the fuck, how many videos you made, how many niggas you cussed out, this and that and the third. No, how many soldiers, how many people that you genetically, you putting the right foods in there. And another thing, I gotta say this, yo. We gotta stop with this doomsday clock shit going on, bro. Yes, be prepared, man, but it's our people get afraid. Our women, when they hear these things on television, news, right? And they say, oh, this is gonna happen. It's to make you afraid, to make you feel like you can't do anything about it.
Anybody harboring pedophiles to be X out the community. Period.
Absolutely. And the motherfucker got a fake ass award because she didn't win that.
Sure
Who the fuck? Let's think about this. What secret, check this out, y'all. What secret electoral college voted Bethy and Tri Biz? Think about it. How they know them? So that means they had to watch everybody, right? But that's why I asked that question. Well, who was this electoral college? And she said that they were the burn people, right? Let's be clear. I asked her, were those people in the community? No. Wait. Do they know anything about this? No. Right? Why would they be in the last minute to be the people that would make that decision? That sounds like another lie. You understand? And the people that were involved in the planning of it, they didn't know anything about it because I asked them. So if they didn't know anything about it and you guys are behind the scenes with the planning, how do y'all expect for people like myself that put my name on that? AP that put his name on that. So that made brothers and sisters say, oh, they're a part of it. We want to vote. And so now they voted for other people. And y'all follow me? Because you couldn't not just go in there and say, I just want to vote for AP and then get out the thing. You had to vote for other categories too. Or you couldn't close out the thing. Y'all follow me? Y'all see how this works? So let it be known that you guys are fuck niggas. You guys support the abomination in the community. And that's not in this community. We're not going to have pedophiles in this community. We're not going to have liars, cheaters, and stealers in this community. That's not going to happen. So this is what y'all on, man. Kick rocks, bro. Go take that shit somewhere else. That's all I got to say, man, about that. I'm done. I do like the information. We're talking about the information, but the facts are that people support bullshit because they say, you guys send you guys away from the originals. That means that you don't read and that you are just trying to find a reason to be kissing pale asses. That's what you're doing. Okay? That's what y'all do, bro. So I'm done with that. I don't really, I'm not gonna address it no more. But I remember gonna address people that got my name in their mouth.
I'm just
we
saying,
still roasting y'all asses.
For her, my nigga, and that was her and her husband. That was the only two people voted for her. How the fuck would she have won anything?
Man, listen, the people's vote didn't matter, so it doesn't matter who the fuck voted for who, because your vote didn't mean the goddamn thing.
That's right, and nobody knew that. Not even the people that was in the coalition, they didn't know that.
Right. Nobody
knew this.
Opposed it. Yeah, y'all. Our votes didn't.
Nobody knew this. Hey, and we got the numbers before the shit got shut down, right? So, as far as I'm concerned, those are the numbers that count. So then for somebody to say this the kicker, this was the coup de grace right here for me. To say that old boy was not on the influencer list and that was a mistake, and he got penciled in and then won. Because you know he didn't get no vote.
Because I actually was
Eris, that's not a good look. That's not a good look all the way around the board. And then you come on here and you start saying, well, maybe he was nervous.
She pushing that.
Hey, Homer had to tell her, girl, stop talking. You're making it worse.
You're making it much worse.
Hey, y'all. Hey, I'm laughing right now. You motherfuckers is be like, he's beating on a woman. What?
No, he not.
Hey, y'all better take y'all weak asses off. If you weak, don't bring your ass on these panels. Don't do it. If you have a weak constitution, stay your ass out of men business. How about that? Stay the fuck out of men business. And men, hey man, I'm gonna tell y'all niggas this one time. I'm gonna tell y'all this one time only. Stop acting like bitches and stay out of bitches' business, please. Yep. Stop being women. I do not ever want to see none of you niggas on TV going all haywire over a sister that just said something that you don't like on TV.
Y'all niggas need to stop protecting and sticking up and speaking on people when somebody else is talking to. Y'all niggas don't need to get up to defend the motherfuckers, or y'all gonna get beat by just like the motherfucker.
Man, right over the head.
Man, bruh, tell him again. I had to get on the nigga head.
Sorry fucking view for the goddamn chat.
I hopped on Big Philly shit. And I was explaining, Ho Sanchez little shit, just about his little, what he be teaching and shit. But I called him Ho Sanchez. The nigga got mad and was like, "Don't call him Ho Sanchez." I'm like, "Bro, don't tell me what to call a nigga that I personally have issues with." I didn't got on this nigga panel the day before you did the debate. I hopped on this nigga panel just to see. This nigga kept muting me every time I was coming with information. Nigga muted me. I'm like, all right, yeah, this nigga a bitch.
Yeah, he muted me down there every time too.
Every time. And I had to just see how he was. So that's why I hopped on. And then the next day, I seen the debate, seen how he did. Then we all hopped on the panel together. Remember at the end, the nigga just kept muting niggas. I'm like, bruh, this nigga's a bitch. I'm hopping off. Nigga's a bitch.
But listen though, y'all.
This nigga would do this shit in real life.
See, people think we only having lessons about like history and science and stuff. No. Apparently niggas need women lessons. Apparently niggas need man lessons or loyalty lessons. Just protocol is just in life, because we're doing the things that got us in this position. We're doing the colonized things. Black is colonization. Black is death. And I know for a fact, because these guys have been watching for a while. They sitting here taking notes right now. They scratch out Aboriginal and put in Black. They scratch out certain things because the people who are funding them want them to push Black, okay? They want them to push the Native American concept. Native Americans did not own niggas. Seminoles are not runaway slaves, okay? Now, I know for a fact that, right? Now Ratatouille's he's campaigning to try to get on Tariq Nasheed's maroon shit, right? Now, here's the thing. He'll go right on there based off of his things that he had, the making of a Native American, right? All these little things, and say the same exact thing that PBS just said. The same narrative that Black Indians fought against white Indians. Because if you have a Black Indian, you have to have a white Indian. And this motherfucker went on Sonetta TV and said that the white Indians enslaved the Black Indians. He never said one goddamn time, rap boy, shut the fuck up. You never said one goddamn time that the pale-skinned European was the slave. Not one goddamn time. That lets you know. And I'm actually, hey y'all, I'm gonna end with this, y'all. I'm done. Umar Johnson, Tariq Nasheed, or any of these guys, have they ever said one motherfucking thing that will piss these crackers off? One thing, y'all. Somebody put in the chat room. Somebody tell me on this goddamn live right now. Can y'all name me one motherfucking thing?
He said that that the American Aborigines built this shit and that Negroes been here.
Oh, yeah, Tariq Nasheed, huh?
Nah, that nigga said that there's a from 15 or 1600s. We built America. What does that mean? That's the same thing in the 1619 story
America.
when the Hannah Nicole Smith character goes on there and says, yes, we've been here since 1619 and we built America. They're talking about it from a perspective of a slave, brother, not the perspective of free people that built the first White House and the second White House, built New York, built Washington,
these
built
niggas taking
Los
that
Angeles.
same
What the
talking
fuck are
point,
y'all
G.
talking about?
Built the
Niggas
pyramids,
taking
built the
that same
mounds.
talking point. Now they saying that the black Europeans mixed in with the white Asians created the black European Indians.
That's a fact. I seen a nigga do to say the shit. Yo, y'all follow that though.
That sound like the Native Americans.
A lot of you niggas is on y'all journeys too. But a lot of y'all, and I told y'all this, this is the reason why we had the little discrepancy about like being against somebody's nation. I'm not against nobody's nation. Shout out to Stephen Redclay. I stand with people that stand with us. The American Aborigines never excluded people that would consider themselves Native Americans or any tribes. Never, not one time. It's a Supreme Chieftain is in the building. We built this brother. He's what you guys would consider a Native American. He's not offended by nothing that we're saying because we're welcoming him. He understands that what has happened. A Supreme Chieftain. He's in the building. Peace to that brother. We're gonna do a bill. Hey, it's people that will be classified as Native Americans and tribes and on reservations that listen to us. And guess what? Some of them are offended because like Kui Mayo, he was offended when the Native American situation happened, right? And what we told him is, why is you mad? What is you mad about? We accepted you.
Hebrew Israelite, and he trying
and
to
the whole
get the
time we just pulled in a little snake. And as soon as he got thawed out,
we had motherfuckers defending Corey Mayo. He how we know he ain't a nigga? He ain't Negro. Nah, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah. Soon as that little snake,
he pushed that Mongol shit.
He's a venomous snake too. He don't have no venom. He still try to bite niggas though.
Jim Curry.
Y'all suck.
Y'all be seeing them pictures he be posting and shit. He don't ever post no Aboriginals.
Man, him a goof.
Because he ain't Aboriginal.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, how the fuck is y'all like
Native American?
I be
trying
seeing
to prove that we are Europeans. That's crazy.
Man, I be seeing our people liking these pictures. I'm like, bro, this is not your ancestors.
African ancestry over
here, bro.
Look, hey, so let me ask y'all a question though. To see the final numbers, wouldn't that make everybody feel better?
Yeah.
About your vote? Like, but the people that voted, wouldn't you guys want to see the results of your voting? Like, come on, y'all. Like, you didn't know there was a secret electoral vote going to happen, right? So you would want to know that, right? Huh? You took your time out. Some of y'all put y'all government names in there. They got your email address now, right? So now you're gonna start getting junk African American mail. From HBCUs, nigga. Fuck out of here. Shout out to Jackson State though.
Hey, the reason
guys,
even teaching black European shit is because the wetback Mexican from Costa Rica said it first.
Bring y'all African ass up here and let's have that conversation in. Since everybody come have that conversation.
That's true though. That's
true.
They
don't got no information, dog.
Black Europeans.
Why they don't fuck with Africans?
Aboriginals, we black Europeans. I ain't no Mexican ever gonna tell me that.
Bro, the Fed sent them over here to disrupt this community. We've already exposed ADOS, right? We exposed them for being a Democratic slush fund, right? As soon as that happened, old boy jumped up out that bitch like, "Ooh, shit, can't do this," and started making excuses. Because he probably in the chat room right now, one of y'all, he probably like taking notes. But he cannot say that the Maroons are not just brown people that's been here, that's free, right? They have to push the slave narrative, y'all. And I, once again, anybody that's in this community should know that slavery is fake. Period. That the pale-skinned European is the only slave on the planet. I gotta drop the mic right there. And I know you guys like, Chief is pseudo, but you've never debunked me. Ever. Ever. And I've been around for a long time, bro. right? Like we talked about the bones. There's a reason why the pale skin, Curie Mayo and Kyle, you remember AP, you did the debate with Kyle about the bones, and that was about whether or not the pale skin. Kyle debated AP, right? Try to prove that the pale skin was in America first. That the pale skin Indian, that the Native American, even Dr. Umar Johnson knows they're mixed. He just believes that. I seen this video, y'all. This nigga said, I'm gonna play it today, that Africans were here first, right? And that we should be calling ourselves Native Africans of America. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I like that concept.
That stupid ass shit.
No, Umar Johnson said this. Hey, hold on, listen though. But he went further on to say that the Native Americans, the red man, he said, well, the black man is the original here. He says this. I can't make it up, but he believes it's African. Now, I got to tell y'all, on my journey, right? I believe that everything was Africa, that America, that Africans came here. Now, this is all the way long before the slave trade concept, right? The Africans been here. So I had the same concept. Africa, Africans everywhere. It's a black planet. I called it Africa, right? So Dr. Umar Johnson, you're seeing him and evolve right in front of our eyes. Just like Dr. Tracy McCarthy, right?
Hit that like button, y'all. Shut the live stream.
Y'all see it right in front of y'all face, right? Because as more and more he's on Clubhouse and he's getting this information, more and more you're hearing this information coming from us here on YouTube, right? But he keeps saying that you guys are getting misinformation from YouTubians, right? That's a fact. These certain YouTubians are saying dumb shit because they want to be Native Americans. They want to wear wool bonnets. They want to light and bleach their skin. You understand what I'm saying? That's that nigga. So he understands those people. And those are the people that kind of get the attention taken away from the people that say that we've been here, that we sprung from this land, that we built civilization and gave it to the world, right? Those are these fake pretendians, because we don't want to be Indians. We're Aborigines. Y'all see the problem that we have in there? So he can say pretendians. It doesn't offend me because I'm not trying to be that.
Yeah, I'm not no fucking pretendian. You can't. Only thing you can slang us up with is Abo, and that's ABOS. Abo. That's A.
Well, they be trying to call us
blood types of America.
They be trying to call us Wabos. That's what
want to be Abos, yeah. Want to be Aboriginal. Well, who's Aboriginal then? We have
to be.
Like,
we gotta be.
Tariq Nasheed, Umar Johnson are not gonna dispute that niggas was here first, right? It's just the terminologies and the talking points. Because if you say that,
listen, they'll ride that, but then they are always reference Ivan Van Sertima, because that's where their work comes from. The actual work that goes into blacks being here first came from Ivan Van Sertima. But see, what's crazy is about that is the data says that Negroes was here first. It doesn't say African. That's an insert of artificial history. You see what I'm saying? So he added in his own interpretation onto the data. He didn't let the data speak for itself. That's why I say I agree with Ivan Van Sertima to a certain extent. I just don't agree with the orientation that he deliberates on the migration to the Americas, when I believe it's the total opposite. You see what I'm saying? So I don't believe people from Africa will migrate to Africa, out of Africa, to only build the first monuments on the planet outside of their native continent.
Mm-hmm. It don't make sense.
That's like saying America's greatest monument is in Europe. That doesn't make sense.
How the fuck?
That's some illogical ass shit.
Them niggas goofy, bro. Fuck them niggas.
Yeah,
well,
but
let's
these
be
niggas
real.
got a following, and they constantly telling you that you're Black European, and that
Patty
great grandmama is goddamn.
It's too late for them niggas, OG. It's too late, bro. We in the third quarter, close to the end, my nigga. The fourth about to touch. We trying to win.
Take off, Tyson.
What's up? How's everybody doing? Big Bat, what's happening?
Man, what's
Chief
going
Holiday.
on? What's happening? Shit,
Rest you brothers, what's good?
Peace.
Hey, I just want to tap in real quick and just say, man, people, do you realize how different we are from Africans?
Yes.
We are so different from Africans, man. Somebody said the other day on the panel that they don't even sing. That's true. They don't sing like that. They don't
They
do
sing
shit
at
like
all.
ooh yeah yeah.
They yodel.
Oh yeah yeah. You know they
You said ooh yeah
like
yeah.
They look. Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
look. They have two different types of singing. They have
Bro,
yodeling.
we different all the way down to the bones.
Look,
so whatever stacked on your bones is gonna be different. I'm talking about all the way.
But do y'all know? Look, do y'all know they have two types of singing? They have. Hey, look though, this is crazy. They got two types of ancient singing over there. They have yodeling and they have motherfucking throat singing. You find that same shit. You find that same shit all around Europe, and you find that same shit in motherfucking Siberia and all those other places.
and
They're
nowadays,
closely related to those people.
If you
Go
see
ahead.
if you see an African dancing like us and singing like us, it's only because with social media and TV covering the whole world, they learning our culture and what we do. But they don't do nothing like us, man. We don't move the same. We don't act the same. We don't even look the same.
They got
We
America.
don't. You know what I mean? About we're different all the way down to the bone.
To the bone. We different. We different people.
Bone hold, and once you even get inside the bone where the marrow is, that's even different. I'm talking about we're different all the way down to the
all that. And Umar Johnson, he's an agent, man, for real. He's an agent for real, because looking at Umar Johnson, this nigga look like Mr. T. It ain't nothing African about this nigga.
Yeah, that
and
nigga.
If you go to Africa, or any African can tell him.
Any
African can tell him, you ain't us. I'm sure Umar Johnson know that. He's seen Africans, I'm sure.
Man,
and Africans told his ass, you don't even look like us.
Personally, he's not African, cuz.
Hell no. Nah.
He just want to be.
He's an agent.
It belong.
For real though, these niggas like it's like cosplay. You know what I mean? It's like the little nerds that go to Comic-Con with these little comic books and dress up like Big Hero 6 and all these little goofy shits. Listen, these niggas want to be Africans. That's cosplay.
Matter of fact,
they dress up in dashikis. They put on big dumb unks and pyramid necklaces and dumb
shit and like look crazy as hell.
And what's crazy is
they say hunkra, hinkra, hunk, like they speaking this old ass metal.
Them niggas ain't nothing but foster children, bro. And when you leave the foster home and get a family, you try to become that family, bro. That's how them niggas is.
Zulus. Bambaataa them thought they was Zulus and shit. Like, you know what I mean? They fuck around and got Hassan Campbell died and shit. Fuck around trying to be a Zulu. You see what I'm saying?
Like, you know what's crazy? All right, the biggest shit that made me realize some shit was, you ever seen an African try to dress like you and talk like you and walk like you, like out here in America?
They get that shit from TV and social media.
Nah, look, but listen. You ever see that shit? And when you see it, you start realizing like, hold on, these niggas ain't the same as me. Because it was hella motherfucking Africans in Arizona. They was all around Arizona.
Black Panther came out. Niggas was running around thinking they stripped the power of the Black Panther today.
I am from Wakanda. All of them Wakanda pics on social media. Get your Wakanda. You from Brooklyn.
Wakanda is here.
And then even though we had to do a whole breakdown on that shit. I'm gonna start doing breakdown on movies.
It's too
much
Wakanda. I've been thinking about that Wakanda Fez.
Yeah, you got the look. Hey, you got the Wakanda beach.
Oh, I got the picture. Don't play with me. I'll pull it up.
You got the Wakanda beach. You got Wakanda, South Dakota. You got motherfucking Wakanda, state park. It's all types of Wakandas, and they're all in America. Come on,
Wakanda, the Great Spirit.
Yeah, that shit is here. They trying to tell your ass. Then they try to tell you about the museum and shit.
Oya, all them names.
Remember when that nigga went in? Remember when that nigga went into the museum and he was talking about all our artifacts? They was trying to tell your ass. These niggas got all your artifacts.
Here
they
you
got all your shit. You think you African, nigga? Fuck out of here.
In there with dashikis on at the theater. These niggas.
That shit had nothing to do with it.
Look,
these and then wearing cocoa beads, nigga.
Look, when you got somebody, an African, trying to look like us and dress and be like us, they wind up looking like Wale. And you can look at the rapper Wale and tell
He
he
don't
ain't
look
really
nothing
one of
like
us.
us.
Look at him.
He don't even
Tell
act like
the
us.
dashiki is from here, nigga. What the fuck is wrong with
Real talk. Real talk.
fuck you mean, nigga? Get out of here. Go do some real research, man. Shit.
I have yet to see an African that acts like us. That can genuinely like really pull that shit off. Like, no, y'all not us, bro.
Bro, Ham, when you look at pictures of Africa from the 17th,
like we do.
18s, bro, have you ever seen one of them motherfuckers in a dashiki, bro? Even one time. Nelson Mandela was the first one I ever seen wear a motherfucking dashiki, bro.
That's new shit to them.
Goddamn. These niggas crazy in the motherfucker, man. They don't even know what's over here and what belongs over there. I shared on my Instagram a picture.
Hey, let me say shout out to the 256 in the chat. Hit that like button. Drop some fire emojis for the panel, man. Say heavyweighter. You know what I mean? Support the channel too, man. While y'all at it, support the channel. Support the channel, man. Make sure y'all drop the fire emojis.
Always.
Yeah, but it's all love, brothers. I'm gonna get off, man. I'm gonna be listening, man.
Appreciate you, brother.
For sure, y'all. All right.
Peace, brother.
Take care, OG.
Yep. Peace.
Yeah, nigga. That picture said no Indians allowed. Nigga, this is in Alabama.
Godfrey don't really act like us because he don't really look like us. That nigga.
Nothing.
Hell no, his whole
Nothing
snap.
like us.
He got a
Say, hey, Pete, check this out, man. Y'all got me fucked up with this black European shit, cause I'm seeing motherfuckers in my genealogy with coat of arms and shit attached to their name. So what would you call them people? You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying black people wasn't in Europe, but I'm saying these black people that's in Europe came from other places. Rather than from the islands, Americas, Africa. There's no indigenous people that's black from Europe. I haven't found those yet. So what you're looking at maybe is people that's melanated in Europe. So it come from the Americas. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So
and most of
you
these
saying it ain't no indigenous people
most
over
of
there.
these little arms come from America. England didn't become a country until they got anointed from America. All this shit was anointed. You got to go to 1742 Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. They was anointing these countries. You see
I ran across some shit where they were talking about how the whole royal house got switched. You feel me? What they saying, like the people that's in the royal house over there positions now, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't originally like that. You know what I'm saying? They saying there were people of color that was royals. You know what I'm saying? And
that's a fact.
Hey, well, we want to shout out to A1. Remember, they talk about Charles V. And I thought Carlos Quintos and Charles V were two separate people. I did. Growing up, I'm talking about growing up, right? I thought that Charles V and Carlos Quintos, they're the same person. And you just have to think about it. You say, well, King James, right, wouldn't have been called King James. That's not a terminology in the 1600s. James wouldn't have been a name, right? Just like John, it would have been Juan, right? It has been translated to James. See the fuckery? That's new. 1700s new, 1800s new.
Bishop Magic John Juan, nigga.
That's right.
So you saying the J, you know what I'm saying? It would have been a Y or some shit?
Oh, I'm saying that when you have John comes from Juan. We got Juan Torres in the building, right? See what I'm saying? It was translated because the language that we're speaking now is new, 1800s new. So they're writing it and putting it back in time in the 1600s. King James.
So how would you?
It's a translation, brother.
How would you translate James? How would you translate James before the J was? You know what I'm saying? Was in.
The J was pronounced with an H. Like
I'm saying that they're translated it. So he wasn't called King James.
Yeah, so
Charles V. So they tell us that Charles V was the emperor of the world.
He's saying since his name
was emperor here.
If he wasn't James, what would they call him?
These are created people.
Oh, okay.
They are made up whole stories. I'm just telling you the how they are translating stuff. This a whole imaginative story.
A black person that says that they are indigenous to Europe and that they family go back to the royal bloodlines of Europe, the indigenous quote unquote black Europeans. Where are they at?
Shit, I thought they were saying that they came from the King James little old bloodline or whatever.
King James made up.
Oh, you talking about the House of Stuart and all that?
Yeah, like
right.
Yeah, like
well, but they would have been the House of Stuarts, right? So the Stuarts would have been the people that's their job, right?
Royal bloodline come off of the
Stuarts, right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Council of Nicaea.
Smiths, right?
The Council of Nicaea.
See, what you gotta realize, all that shit is bullshit. This whole Josephus Old Testament and Roman Pisos Old New Testament. You see what I'm saying? All this shit is made up, man.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. These guys right here, they act like that the European was here first, and that this Native American was here. That's what they're pushing. They're pushing Native American supremacy. The dude even said that when he showed the two pale dudes at the top, and he had the split screen with had the Native American dude at the bottom. He went on and said that those dudes up there were white Indians, right? And then the real Indian was the Plains Indian. I was looking at this shit like, the niggas in the chat room like, yeah. Well, those are the dummies, the Kawam and the Kuimayo. They're trying to write themselves into history and cut us out. They're pushing, and once again, it's no coincidence that Kuimayo is a Hebrew. He believes in the curses. He believes you're cursed by your skin. He's been exposed.
I'm gonna ask you another question.
He's been exposed.
Y'all say King James was made up, right? So who they named Jamestown after? You know what I'm saying? Like when they first got over here, them 13 colonies, like who was them people that came over here with the Virginia Company? You know what I'm saying? Like who was them
all
folks?
That shit is just made up from these people.
It was made up. Okay, so you saying that they made all that shit up and then they
realize that whole little area is named after biblical places like Maryland, Bethlehem, Virginia. You got all these references to quote unquote Abrahamic faith terms that you hear throughout Christianity, and this was one of the main
Jerusalem, New Jersey.
And this is why this area is simply called the Bible Belt, is because these people came in and that's where they were set up at in these colonies. You feel what I'm saying? This was not a normal thing around here.
So where they came from? Where you saying they came from? You say they came in and they started setting up that shit or whatever?
No, they started getting put in the colonies. They was getting enslaved, bro. They was getting enslaved, bro.
See, I do know a lot of people have a remnants of hidden colors in them because I see it, y'all. I be seeing it. You know what I mean? Like a nigga just have hidden colors on motherfucking all of them, all 6 of them, on repeat all day and sit there and repeat talking points from hidden colors. There's levels to this, y'all.
Hey, they knew we were gonna have us
levels. I went over this. They burnt down the National Archives. They burnt down the Library of Congress. They burnt down libraries in general. That's an act of war. They burnt down courthouses so you don't have the original documents. Now, I'll give you a perfect example. The 1790 census is the first census, right? Say that again, brother.
So where y'all getting y'all information from? Because what I'm hearing is the information that we coming across, we stupid as fuck for believing it. But the information y'all coming across, it's the raw, hard down truth. Ain't no cut to it. Like I don't get it. How is it that y'all running across all the right information? There ain't no indoctrination. There ain't none of that. But everybody else run across the wrong shit and they fucking tripping.
That's a great question. That's a great question. What you
it is a good question.
I'm gonna tell y'all another thing, bro. Look, I'm a person. I'm not a content creator on this YouTube thing, bro. So I watch different channels.
I want to answer your first question. Nah, my bad, big, because that's a great question. You feel me? A lot of these historical books is gonna come with their own theory with some of the data. What you gotta align yourself with is you got history, and then you got actual factual shit that really went on. And the way you do that is you cross-reference. Are you familiar with cross-referencing any work? So what you do is you can cross-reference a historical reference to, just say you're reading a book talking about history and things in your area where you from. What you do is you cross-reference that with actual genealogy records that your family actually bestowed, right? And you cross-references that. So if you're looking and seeing that your family was enslaved and such, and then your genealogy is saying that your family owned shit and wasn't enslaved at that same time period, you can say that, well, this part of the book is wrong because your genealogy records contradicts that. You want to align and cross-reference it. That's the way.
Every single thing you just cross-reference.
Past war documents.
You read between the lies.
People are on this island and what they look like, and them sanctioning what happened to us. And their story sounds damn near identical to the slave trade story and how they grab Africans. Only the African story is 1619. The bull in a Katera is from the 1400s, 1500s. See what I'm saying? So that predates that whole 1619 theory. And they described very well who they were coming over here to take shit from and to convert.
Yeah, they dates be way off.
Behind him drops the Sublimus Deus, and then the Sublimus Deus was challenged by the dumb diversers. And so these three documents prove where we were at that time, bro.
And you saying that them three documents prove that we was already over here in this land when they came.
Because that's the Pope. That's them writing from Pope to the King Isabella and Queen Isabella and Ferdinand. These individuals, these are who they talking to amongst this thing when they put these decrees in place. Those warriors moved on the.
Say what now?
What you say, brother?
Okay. Well, I'm saying, like, shit, it's fucking me up because it's like y'all saying that King James was just made up. Like, how we know?
Again,
like
you're catching. Hey, watch it. You're catching all that royalty off of the Council of Nicaea.
What was King James' last name?
Stuart. Well, his real name was from the House of Stuart. He was a child of Stuart.
So his name was
mother's name was
I mean, what was his full name? What was his mother's name? What was his father's name?
He was the son of Stuart. That's he didn't take on that name until that biblical text come in.
Oh no,
cited up as the king.
Made up.
Yeah, it's made up. Yeah, it's made up. But watch it. So all the things started when we had a war with them Chinese, back in the clothing era. It was called the Silk Road. We was in control of making clothes by way of mop, nest, silkworm. This all come from South America. So they changed over the dynasty from BCE to BC to AD to CE to AD. You understand? And it was by way of writing on the format of silk when China took rule in the first dynasty, or the Khan dynasty. And that's when all that shit got put in a place of writing. And when you see the Wall of China, we the ones who built the Wall of China to keep out from them foreigners coming from that area of the comfort zone.
How you know?
Comfort zone.
How you know that?
I just did a. Can I say something on that, Naughty?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I've got a badass echo. Dang.
Yes, ma'am.
What up,
well, you have to research, brother. You can't just, go on one thing and one person talk. You have to do it for yourself. And what these brethren saying is truth to fact. Every word come out of their mouth. That's why I ride with them, because they speak on truth. Even from their own study.
Hey, big homie, go look up Jacob Van Livesveld. Go look up Jacob Van Livesveld. He was putting the Bible together before King James even existed. As a person, as a pen name. He was commissioned by the bankers of Europe, which is over there, the Lombard district. And he owed a debt. and he couldn't pay. But he had the Europeans' first print with movable print. The Chinese came out with it first, then the European got their hands on it, bro.
Who
And
was
he
the
was
Chinese though,
commissioning.
brother? Brother, who were
Excuse
those
me.
Chinese? Who were those
I, I
particular
couldn't
Chinese?
I couldn't tell you which I couldn't
Okay,
tell
let
you
me
which
tell you. Let me
are.
inform you then on something real quick, if you don't mind. I just want to help you out. Since you don't really know, I'll just let you know real quick. They came
Oh,
from. You ever heard of Genghis Khan?
yeah, I know who that is.
Okay, so you are familiar then. So if you're familiar with Genghis Khan, then you should know that his not his great, I'm sorry, his grandson is the one that actually formed that entire Gang dynasty. He's the one, they were the black samurais back then, and they all
That's
came
cool. I didn't
from.
know that.
Yep.
Now, you want to
That's
tell you what's
cool.
Facts.
What you
crazy?
mean? Hold on, bro. I'm trying to help you with something that you didn't know, that you
No, I'm
said you didn't
saying that's
know.
cool. I
I'm
didn't
not
know that.
okay, right? So I'm just trying to put you on so you get it. So
No, you
so
good. I'm saying like I'm interested. Like that's cool. I didn't know that shit. I'm
yes,
gonna go check
yes.
that out.
Yeah, check it out, bro. Just check it out. I ain't gonna even try to act like I'm trying to show you something to correct you because I know how to do
Nah,
that.
I just
Yeah.
called you sis. Yes, I'm with
But yeah,
you.
y'all could
Hey, let
proceed.
me
I just wanted to let you know that part
Hey,
because it was
Sister
important
Star,
to
let me
y'all
piggyback
conversation.
off of what you were saying because it's a lot of history that people might not even feel about the early uh Mongolian dynasty that was occupying the outpost that they called the Tartar Empire. Uh, and these people was actually described from various different countries and nations that describe these Mongolian Genghis Khan descendants of as pale skinned people with red hair.
And
And
as
what was
as
the
well
name of the motherfucking school?
as well as when they start to take on the route of clothing, because it was called the Silk Road again. The Romans took in interest and took in partnership and developed the Council of Nicaea. That's when your first year AD starts. Your first
Yes.
this is where it all coming from and derived from that foreign entity of that
Yeah,
dynasty of there.
this is when you get into a lot of the early switcheroonies of the old empire being covered up
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of these Mongolians was trying to make his way and conquer through the northern part of Germany of Russia, north of Moscow, and they was getting wiped out by a lot of the American Aboriginal presence and their military stance that was going on. Right, this is how you get Alaska being owned by Russia, the battle that took place there again, Tartarian Asian battle again in California, losing that again. You got all this going on uh in the within the 1700s in America, dealing with the invasion of these Asians, which is all pretty much the same descendants. You got people saying that, oh, now all of these people that's part of the Genghis Khan, they all are descendants of that one particular person. I don't believe that. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly, bro.
But they are
Because you know
Asian
what?
descendants.
And it goes back, bro. You know what it is? It's a cover up. I'm gonna say this real quick. To me, I think it's a cover up.
I
The
agree.
the cover up is that when it goes back to the ancient times, you know how they always talk about the ancient Chinese secrets, and that's all those little sayings you hear with that type of stuff. All that goes back to the Tirthankara. All that has to do in relations to all of this when it comes to the black samurais and all the concepts of all these different things, because with them what they would do, that was also the concept of what they use now in religion to talk about the Christ and rebirth of Christ and being reborn and all this other stuff. That comes from the Tirthankara, which is actually that ancient Chinese type of practice when it came to them rebirthing. So basically, it was like the leaving of the flesh, the killing of the flesh, killing of oneself of the flesh, and going into the spirit, becoming of the spirit, then rebirthing of the spirit into the flesh. So this is where the concept of that Christ thing that they use in the Bible and turn it around to make it like it's this Christ, it was this physical Christ and all this stuff. It takes too long to get into all the theories, but all the different things that goes with that. It's really just our information where people think, oh, the Bible, this, and that. If you can relate like the history, right? and certain medical facts to certain things, you can see or understand where the stories come from and why they relate them the way that they do, because it's a spell binding to twist it and take it from the spiritual nature of what it is, because we were of a spiritual nature, and taking it into the physical and into the religion, into the fake history, and
See, one
all that stuff. It's all
right.
a twist up or a
I
twisteroo
think our
per
people,
se.
I think our people have mastered a lot. They was able to keep a fine balance between the physical, the spiritual, and that fine line even in between both understanders and overstanders. So I believe our ancestors definitely mastered it to the point where they even try to illustrate it uh, within their mythology. Especially when you get into Olmec mythology, Mayan, at what we call Aztec, pre-Toltec mythology, it kind of explains their understanding between this understanding of the spiritual effects and the physical effect, and how it affects us here. You see what I'm saying? Our people is very sophisticated here, man. You got to get into a lot of this history here, man. I'm telling you, and a lot of people, what you see mirrored here, you see it mirrored in North America. I'm gonna start touching on a lot of the great nations that had advanced civilizations in North America. You know what I'm saying?
Brother, hey, brethren, don't take it as a correction. Just take it as an observation. The Aztecs was one of the biggest spies put on our land.
I didn't mean to say Aztec. My bad. Definitely, they was not even my people. My bad. Kick them motherfuckers out. The Inca, the Olmec, the Maya, the pre-Toltec. Yeah, Aztec was invaders. Yeah, for sure. That's a fact, Nadi.
Yeah, but what I was trying to show the people, I mean, just go back to that writing thing we was wearing. They actually got put on this land to learn we secrets and carry it back abroad, which they did, and they introduced the pale man to we. Those people did, the Aztec. So
Yeah,
you gotta go.
absolutely. As a matter of fact, when Cortez marched his way into California, he didn't run into the Aborigines. He ran into the enslaved, runaway Asians. These Native Americans, and they walked them into Tenochtitlan land. That's how you get the battle between Cortez and Montezuma. So Nadi right about that. That's some shit. You know who won that one. You know who won that one. But yeah, man, I ain't gonna be on here too long, man. We're gonna get ready to wrap this thing up, man. I appreciate everybody for tapping on, man. If y'all want to get ready to say something and close out before we get ready to get out of here, I'll let y'all do the chance to do so. Man, y'all motherfuckers don't go talking all at once, nigga.
Yeah. I'm like, if I start, somebody gonna start talking. Let me let them go first.
Nah, ladies first.
Thank you.
Peace, sister soul. How are you?
Peace, brother. Peace. Yes, peace and blessings to everybody on the panel. I missed most of it. I was actually live, bro. I had went live early this morning. I thought I was gonna be off early, but man, Zoe came up there and epic studies, everything. We was
Hey,
going
sister
so
soul.
deep. But
Can I just say one thing? You just reminded me of something. I want to thank you in Jersey for giving me a call yesterday. And see, once again, y'all, if there's some miscommunications, we should be able to talk to one another behind the scenes and get some clarification. So I want to say thank you and peace to you, sister, for
definitely
for making the call yesterday. Shout out to Jersey, Hood Nigga Doom. Once again, he's a character, but he's using that character to pull up a mirror in front of our faces. Shout out to him, and shout out to the work he do behind the scenes. That's a piece of that, brother. And shout out to you, sister. So once again, we can have miscommunications, and we don't, as men, like I said, we got to handle it a little different, y'all. Okay. Exactly. So I want to say shout out to everybody, man. Peace to you, sister.
Peace to you, brother. And I'm glad you brought that up, because I appreciate that too. It's a good way to respectfully have a conversation with a person. Clarify things, straighten it out. You don't have to be rude. You don't have to be disrespectful. You don't have to come at the person because they said something you don't like, or they feel a way you don't agree with, or their misconception of you. So now you pissed off. Clarify it. If you think it's a problem, you clarify it with the person. Then you don't have to have an issue. That's just unnecessary drama. It's just really not good to have that type of energy on yourself, you know?
Yeah. Hey, yo, Chief, man. You got me teared over here, man. Nah, you good, Chief. You got it. But yo, I wanted to say about the tax. I want to say about the Aztecs. Yo, somebody be thinking I got to echo the Aztecs. You know, when them niggas got over here, them the ones that started sacrificing and doing our extra shit to their gods and all that. We wasn't doing that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They brought over here a lot of fake shit. And what was it, the early 500s? Yeah, no, actually 500s, around that time, right? So, you know what I'm saying? These crackers trying to get me indicted right now. But anyway, yeah, I just want to throw my little 2 cents in with that. You know what I'm saying? Roll a nigga ass and then I'm going to light it.
Yes, I done sat over here so long and lost my voice. Try to just be quiet, you know what I'm saying? Well, big up to everyone, man. Y'all some powerful brothers and sisters, and I appreciate you for real, for real. Especially you who would make a doom. You's a real one, G. I love you for real, for real. Your whole energy from long. So yeah, big up everyone.
Shout out to Naughty, man. Peace to you, brother. Hey, man, y'all drop some fire emojis in the chat, man. I'm gonna let OG Bubbly get it, and I'm gonna let Big Omega go, and then Atancha's history follow up. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Drop some fire emojis in the chat, y'all. Hey, y'all motherfuckers don't start talking at once, man.
Oh no, I really say just I appreciate the panel. I appreciate the chat. Y'all live, man. I'm always be here when this shit jump off in the morning.
That's what's up. I appreciate the support. Real talk. I appreciate all the support from y'all. Real talk. Appreciate you, OG Bubbly, cuz. Tacha's history.
You already know, AP. I appreciate you for letting me on the panel. I appreciate everybody, for being on here and chopping it up with me. And y'all have a good one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, salute to the chat too. My bad.
Yeah, we chopping it up for sure.
All
Appreciate
right,
y'all. Shout out to the chat. They dropping on fire emojis. You know what I'm saying? Who else we got up in here?
Peace.
Yeah, shout out to my brother. Yeah, shout out to you. I ain't gonna fuck up your name, G.
Chief Arifa, peace. This Chief Arifa, peace. I was just wanting to say there's some good info, powerful information, and we could have disagreements and work that shit out. And I just want to say peace and love to everybody for the new year, and again, powerful information, man.
What's your disagreement? What's your disagreement?
No, I never had one, King. I ain't have a disagreement at all. I had no discrepancies, no disagreements whatsoever. But peace to you.
I like to get you to come on and build with us. Maybe I know we closing out, but I like to get you, get
Indeed,
you to drop
King.
information with us. So enjoy the rest of your day. Have a blissful, evening, bro.
Thank you, King. You as well, please.
No problem, man. Shout out to the chat, man. The most powerful, smartest, intelligent, realest chat on YouTube right now. Give yourself a motherfucking pat on the back, man. Shout out to y'all. Be safe when y'all move around, man. Make sure y'all be safe, stay dangerous, stay vigilant, man. You understand me? Shout out to my brother Jersey, man. We got hood nigga Doom on this bitch, but he ain't a hood nigga, but he Doom though. What's up?
Don't try to play me, nigga. This is Jersey. This ain't hood nigga do, but hood nigga
like the same avatar. My bad.
Listen. Hood nigga do definitely a hood nigga at the end of the day. I still got 2 more battles as far as surf go. You know what I'm saying, niggas 30 niggas. But what's good, OG Bubbly nigga? You said I need some sea moss, nigga. You said I need some elderberry, nigga. Well, fuck you, nigga. You ain't shit.
That's you on that picture, nigga.
I swear, my nigga. Why you always gotta slow your words, nigga? You ain't shit.
Because you slow,
nigga.
Gotta talk how you think, nigga.
Nigga, you a Top Cat's cousins, nigga. Y'all both in Houston, nigga. Y'all be kissing.
You the 4th rat, nigga. You Ratatouille times 4, nigga.
Nigga, every time you go to jail, niggas be getting your ass, nigga.
See, you can't really fuck around with the voice that much, because one, you a trash ass nigga. But like number 2,
I'm out of here. Hey yo, AP, I'm out. I'm about to listen to this nigga. This nigga not an OG. That's why you got
come on, man. You got another nigga on your profile, a fake nigga, just like you a fake nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga. That's your man,
man.
That's your man,
I'm
right,
out, man.
AP? That's your man.
No, that's your AP. Get your man. Get your man. AP. He the new nigga. He think I'm the new nigga around this motherfucker.
That's your nigga. Yo,
AP. You
could be. You
keep fucking around with AP.
Hey,
you fuck around with niggas like this, man.
Hey, you the type of nigga to bring a bitch with
Listen
chicken
up,
on
nigga.
your first
I
date.
see y'all niggas later, man. Peace. Y'all be safe.
All right,
Shout
yeah,
to
peace.
Shout to Jersey.
Fuck you,
Peace.
Bubbles. I mean, Bubbles.
So dope, my eyes low. When you move like God, the time slow. I came back for the blacks and John Doe's. Crack open them land patents, let go of them townhomes. What's a native to a native? He $5 dough if he not melanated. Pale faces got you waiting on a savior. Sending prayers up, he texting back on vacation. Yeah, God's children. Give all your praise to Jesus, but how God feeling? He say put no one before him in divine image. It's you with God of Christians. I got a vision, but niggas ain't gotta listen, so they don't. We came from the soil, wasn't fucking with no boats. Bible took our spirit and